Hello, everybody. Welcome to Marquee Gaming. Today, good to see everybody. Welcome in, all my friends. Good to see you all as we are ready for session number 4 today of our new campaign, Mystical Mishaps, which is, kind of it's a homebrew, gothic, Victorian horror, fantasy campaign. Yeah, pretty excited to see where this thing goes. We're only 4 sessions in though, so it's not that scary yet.
Just a little.
But
ink monsters.
Yeah, they're kind of goofy, right? They're not scary, but
They didn't almost kill us or anything.
They didn't almost kill you for sure. No way. But let's go ahead and get started by letting our players introduce themselves, and then we can get into the game because I'm ready to play some D&D. I've been waiting. I know Rachel's been waiting, and I'm sure other people have been waiting as well. So let's get to that. So Rachel, start us off with your intro, please.
Hi, I'm Rachel, also known as Pip. You can find me on socials over at Instagram and Twitter at Pip400art. That's where I post my art sometimes. I also stream art on this channel on Mondays at 3:30 CST, so you can come hang out with me. I might stream tomorrow. I might not. I kind of have like a work thing also wrapped up in overlapping the time slot. So either I'll end early or I won't do it at all. So just look for a notification tomorrow on the Discord and I'll let you know. And then for this game, I play Eleanor. She is an ASMR warlock that says she's a wizard. And I am cosplaying by having my light too bright in this room and I don't have curtains. So there I go. Now look at me glowing.
I'm gonna roast you.
Sorry. No, that's what someone else said earlier before you came in. They were like, you should always just play an ASMR because you just are like, oh.
Okay. Because
So
I said
it's just cosplaying.
streaming from heaven. Are you in heaven right
now? What else did I think that's all I have to say, actually. So we're good. Cool. Moving on.
Okay, we'll move on to Kelly, the roaster.
Hi, I'm the roaster. I'm streaming from hell. I should make it really dark and just have
yes, flames.
There we go. I am Kelly. I play Winnie, the monk who just last time was able to use her key for the first time. I don't know, I'm excited for to play monk. It's kind of fun. And yeah, I don't stream any other time except for today. So watch Rachel's art stream. I'll plug for you.
Perfect. All right. Next up, we got Ash.
Hi, I'm Ash. You know me as Sultan Ash, sometimes on Twitch, in the chat, and mostly on Discord. I make a lot of art, and I write and stuff, and I post it all over socials. So you can find me on Instagram and TikTok and other places. I'm playing Euphemia today. She's a human druid, and I'm excited to go explore the town.
Wonderful. And our final player, of course, you know him. Michael, take it away.
You all know the stuff. Michael, Bardic Dice on all the socials. We run a my headset is up. We run a homebrew game on Twitch as well of D&D on Thursday, 6:30 PM CST called Fates United, and we're getting into Mark and Dealey's backstories and getting into the end run of the game. So it's super exciting there. Definitely want to go check that out. And I'm super happy. It's a long time coming. But All of the Wild Beyond the Witchlight is up on YouTube, as well as our fun one-shot that we did with Arcane Anthems and a whole lot of fun guests there. So that's a whole lot of fun. You can check the VODs there as well as if you ever want me to be your DM. I am running a whole lot of games on startplaying.games/Bardic Dice. So if you ever want to check that out as well. But today I'm excited to play the Batman, Devril Burza. He is a level 2 artificer, wannabe wizard, and just sort of trying to make it. So a lot of fun.
Trying his best.
Wait, I just noticed your background. It's really cool. It's all different. Thanks. I don't know why I didn't notice it at all.
All the tiles are actually staying up. No, I had
He
these
just
up on
did it,
Tuesday,
Cal.
and they all.
That's
a
what I was
new
gonna say.
one.
I'm like, am I hallucinating? I
Nope,
just,
No,
yeah,
you
they,
just
they just came up. They
It's
ran
been
it.
here this whole year, Kelly.
I think
Honestly,
it's more. It was
you
like
could-
this the entire time.
you could gaslight me into believing it. I'd be like, wow, I didn't know. No idea.
Thanks, Kelly. I thought we were friends. Okay.
Oh man.
Not observing my background.
Yeah. No, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Your camera, I have it zoomed in on the stream, is a little zoomed in to see it. I might change it. I don't know. You're pretty like you're.
Okay.
I don't know.
it looks rad. You should zoom out so you can see.
We don't want to look at the.
Why don't you tune into Bardic Dice's channel on Thursdays to see what it looks like?
You see
Because
it.
he'll show you on Thursday. So
It's an
Technically,
advertisement.
I can zoom out myself, but I
guess you could.
But
but we do share a Discord with Bardic Dice that you can join in and know when we go live. It's called The Tavern, and we have a lot of awesome and amazing people that are in there, and they share their work. Like Ash is in there, Rachel posts art, and there's a lot of other great artists in there as well. So we definitely recommend joining and just being encouraged by people in there because we have a lot of fun together. And you can know when we go live, or Bardic goes live, or other cool people go live. So all good things. I am Mark. I am the Dungeon Master here, and I mean I basically just stream D&D here on Sundays. Sometimes I'll throw in an occasional like crafting one or game one if I feel like it, but most of the time I'm busy. I'm doing other things, and my crafting stuff is like in the other room, and it's hard to bring it out here to craft. So it's a tough spot, but maybe someday. But yeah, I think I'm ready to play some D&D if all of you are ready. So we can get started by running our intro.
Yeah.
Me too.
Hello, everybody.
You're
We're back, and they're all fighting about rocks right now. So
Mark's roasting me.
gotta roast the roaster, you know. Look at that. Kelly already gets an advantage die right away. How about that?
Earning points, earning points.
Let's go ahead and get started with our session today. We'll turn on our music and kick off with our recap. I can spell it right. I think I spelled it right. Yes. Mike, you get an advantage die, and Ash, you get an advantage die as well.
Thank you.
Everyone getting you hooked up. Rachel, there's yours. Everyone's got one. Use it wisely. Be sure to use it by the end of the
Thanks.
session, though. All right.
Yes.
Yeah.
So our new group, the Horde Hunters, went on their first mission just this morning, which was the last 2 weeks we played it. They went to an abandoned house that they were paid to investigate what sounded like vermin inside of it. But they discovered that there were actually these animated ink monsters that I lovingly call doodles. And they had a fight with them as they seemed kind of defensive and territorial, and they had to deal with some toxic ink that was being used against them, some ink webbing. It was a pretty rough one, especially for Dav. He got caught in some webbing and kind of got surrounded by some bigger ink monsters, but they did prevail. They fought well together, and they won. They destroyed all the ink monsters. They investigated the house. They kind of discovered that it looks like someone broke in, maybe drew on the walls or something with this pen that was likely magical, and a mishap happened that brought these things to life. And they found the corpse, who they believe was the person who broke in. They found a few things in the house as well, a stone, a rose quartz stone, and they took that with them back to Heidi and discussed sort of what they were going to do next. Heidi told them to keep the stone as a little extra payment for the job, but they decided they were going to take a little bit more time to rest and recoup after this first encounter that was a little scary for them, but they each went back to their respective places of rest, which would be the three ladies had an inn they were staying at, and Dab had a spot at Heidi's.
Freeloader.
Yep, the freeloader who's been told he can't stay there forever, so he's better figure out what he's gonna do. And
Never gave me a deadline.
well, you'll find your stuff on the front porch one of these days.
Tough love it is. All right.
So yeah, that's where we're gonna pick up. Is was there anything you guys wanted to go over with the short rest as you were recovering, or do you just want to jump to where you guys are meeting up?
I think I'm good.
I think the only thing is, as like we're kind of getting ready to leave, after everyone's kind of getting cleaned up, I would actually ask Winnie to write something on an envelope for me.
Okay.
So I'll just be. It doesn't have to be like a huge roleplay thing if you don't want to,
Okay.
but just like, yeah, can you address this for me?
Yeah, sure. Okay. And I'll take out and get ready.
And I'll like give her the address. It's to a woman named Persiva
Okay.
in Shadow Rock.
Have I seen her write and stuff before? Like, she's literate, I'm assuming. And like Karis.
This is Karen.
I was after Karis, I'm like, she's literate, right?
I mean,
like, I've
she
seen her
did
writing.
show up last to the tryouts, and she filled out her form, so you did see that happen.
Okay, so yeah. I'm gonna, I'll like write, but just kind of like be, but can I insight her to see what her like mood is? Like what the
Sure.
vibe is
Roll an
from this
insight roll.
interaction? Okay. I don't
Are you
have
trying to be
insight, I don't
deceptive
really
at all there, Eleanor?
No, sorry, my computer's
Oh,
flashing.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Hold on, I don't remember what my insight is anymore.
No, but everybody has someone write for them, right? Isn't that just normal?
Yeah, my-
no one writes
turn
their
in.
own letters.
16.
16. So I'll
Yeah.
leave that up to you, Rach, is what you would like to do with a 16.
She seems like she's just asking you to write it.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't really know if you sense much of a ulterior motive or trying to be sneaky with you, if that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, I guess. Like, who is this person? If you don't mind me asking.
I was just a contact back from where I'm from.
Do you know how to write?
Oh yes, dear, I know how to write.
Oh.
I just thought it might mix some things up if she had a different handwriting than mine. A little bit of surprise. Keep her on her toes. You know.
You don't want her knowing it's you at first?
I think she'll open it as from me, but just a nice little trick.
Okay. I'll just finish writing it and hand it to you.
All right.
Makes sense to me.
It's fine with me.
So yeah, you have your letter now addressed. Anything else you
Thank
all
you.
want to do during your short rest time?
I don't think so.
Mm-mm. I can't think of.
Would experimenting with mishaps be considered heavy activity?
I mean, if it's a bunch of spell casting, there's definitely a potential for no short rest in there.
Yeah, well, I can't remember what my HP was at before, so yeah, I'll just short rest then.
Okay, sounds good.
Can we roll hit dice for short rest? Is that a thing?
Yep. You should be
Okay,
able
I
to
forgot to do
roll.
that.
You have 2, so you can roll that if you'd like to.
To do that, I forgot. I don't think there's anything else I was gonna do.
Okay. So, were you planning to meet up at the inn? I think that's what you said, if I remember right, but I may have misheard.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I was meeting them
Mhm.
at their
Okay.
place.
So yeah, you'll eventually head over to the inn, meet up with them, and you're all back together. It's probably close to like 1-ish in the afternoon, between 1 and 2, I guess, by now, because of your morning activities and then your rest. Dav, you are still glowing pink, by the way, at this point.
Oh, still.
Yeah, I tried rubbing it off.
Oh
Shut
dear.
up. You are. So, yeah, that's fun. Real men
all- Like
I said-
love pink, so.
You also have your +2 to your wisdom still. That is still up.
Right. Thank you for the reminder.
And Dav is still pink. And Winnie, there's still that like weird sensation of that extra weight in your backpack that you had, but
I'm gonna keep like digging in my bag and like looking for like taking out my stuff and like shaking stuff and trying to see what it is. But
yeah,
Obviously.
in that time as you're like investigating your backpack, why don't you roll me an investigation roll?
okay. 8. Only
8? Okay.
8. Mm-hmm.
I don't think this would be that hard to figure out. As you're digging through, like you're pulling out some items, and you pull out a tinderbox, and you put it around. You pull out a second tinderbox all of a sudden. You have 2 tinderboxes in your backpack.
Oh.
And you only had one before.
Can I like test it and see if it works? Like make sure it's like an actual tinderbox?
Yeah, they look identical. The same contents in it, the same amount of things that are
Really?
used. It is identical.
Good to be super
Anything else?
prepared.
Anything else in my bag that seems like a duplicate?
You don't notice anything else that's duplicated or missing or anything, but you do notice you have 2 tinderboxes now.
I'm just gonna kind of put it in the bag again and be like, okay, sort of like save it, I guess. See if it
Alright.
goes away.
All right.
Fizzles out of existence at some point.
Yeah, yeah. It sounds like this is weird. I don't remember packing 2.
Yeah, you're all back together now. With the glowing pink Dav.
Yep, heard it the first time. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
I really wouldn't worry, Davril. It does look lovely with your skin tone.
Yeah, I mean, I've always thought bright blue and pink kind of are good colors that go together. So
Exactly.
I'll figure it out.
We won't lose you in the crowd, that's for sure.
Yep.
So, where did we all want to stick together? Was there one place we wanted to go first? I know I have on my list I would like to try and talk to the Watchlight. And you had a magic shop. I wouldn't mind tagging along with you if you don't mind, Davril.
Of
I'd
course.
like to
Do you
find
need
some
any
potions
components?
if I could.
Sorry, what, Winnie?
I'd like to find some potions if we can. Do you think you
Oh.
can find those? Like health potions?
Big money over here.
Well, I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, I don't have that much, but we'll see how much they are.
Fair.
Look. See if we can find one. Perhaps the magic shop would know of a good recommendation.
I did want to, if there's kind of like an herb shop or an apothecary nearby, because they might also have potions.
Which is very true.
So we could always look there too.
All right.
In the
So-
library.
Yes, that was one
Really
thing
wanna
I
go
was
there.
set on my. Yes, I agree. Well, what shall we do first?
What's closest?
Well, we
That's
know
good.
about the magic box, correct, Mark?
Yep.
We were told where that is. Otherwise, I don't know if we know where anything else is.
Do we know where the Watchlight people are? Since that's a pretty big organization.
Could probably ask around and find it.
Okay.
Probably ask around at the magical box.
Sure, of course then. We can
Ask them
go there
about
first.
Apothecary and potions too.
That sounds
Sorry, this door's squeaky. I'm gonna
Fine.
fix this real quick.
Door in the middle.
Or he like has squeaky shoes or something.
His shoes like squeaky. It's the worst.
All right, let's go.
Right.
Onward.
Mark, you said there were post office boxes like kind of around the city, right?
Yep.
Okay, I would drop off the letter as
Okay.
we're walking.
So, she'll, as you guys travel towards the market area, you watch as she drops that into a box.
Friends and I places, huh?
You could say that. She just keeps walking.
Don't push forward. Yeah.
It's not too far away. You can again get on one of the transit systems that they have, and they just kind of like run these carts across the city and they just ride the track. So you can get on one and ride all the way there. But yeah, you eventually get to the market area. If anybody's looking for it, you can give me a perception roll. See if you can spot it.
Yeah.
I would look. Let's
Getting
see.
bad on these rolls.
I'm in my book too much.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that does help. It's a +2, right, to wisdom?
It's a +1 on top of what you normally would have.
Oh.
Friends are so bad in the city. It's so hard to find anything. Jeez.
9.
16.
That's better.
I only got a 9 also. I'm overwhelmed by the city.
Yes. Yeah, especially as now you're in the market area. This is definitely one of the more busy places in the city. There's lots of different shops. Many are very like excessively decorated to really try to grab people's attention. Lots of bright colors, and there's a lot of things going on here. Lots of people hustling back and forth, carts moving. Things you got to watch out for. So if you're not used to the urgency of many people who are shopping, it might catch you off guard. But Eleanor, you're feeling a little more like level-headed, looking around, and you do spot a building. It is somewhat odd-shaped, as it looks almost like trapezoid-shaped as you see it, but it's got a big like box that kind of like is like raising and lowering on the top of it, like it's a box that's opening and closing.
That's fun.
And it says the magic box of Mr. Hawks, and it's just sitting there on the street. There's definitely some people who are around it as well.
How do you spell Mr. Is it Hawk like
H-O-X.
Like Bach.
Yep, like box.
Mr. Hawks' box, got it.
Yeah, so I just pointed out, look. Oh, there, Diaz, wrong way, this way.
Oh. It's
But
loud
this-
out here.
This looked really cool. Oh, yeah, all right.
Oh, how charming. Look at that little box on top.
I get it.
But you can approach. As you enter up near it, there's a individual who's at the door who just kind of greets you. He's dressed very like finely and has a little bow tie and everything. He just says, mind the yellow lines, but have fun.
Sorry, what'd you say?
Mind
Yellow
the yellow
lines?
lines.
Yellow lines?
Mhm.
On the floor?
Does that mean stay on the other side of them or stay within them?
Don't try to pass them.
Oh,
Why?
all right, thank you, sir.
He just nods and smiles.
Is it dangerous?
No, just don't.
That sounds lovely. And I can like, guide him away. Like,
No, but can you? All right, I'll figure it out.
Okay.
Fascinating. Where are these lines?
So you step in through the door.
Yeah.
And I mean, immediately, like, this room is shaped like a trapezoid, kind of what you see. But I need you all to give me a wisdom saving throw as you enter into this room.
Oh boy.
Whoa.
Oh no, I didn't make that. I definitely didn't make it.
3.
Okay.
17.
17. Okay.
17, wizard buddy.
Okay.
24.
24.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Euphemia, you're the only one who made the save.
Oh, that's a high save.
That's a high save. Okay, it makes me better.
So, almost immediately, as you've been made aware of these yellow lines, like the four of you all kind of look to the side, and there are, like, painted on the ground this kind of trapezoid shape where you can see these lines going from, like, the long end is the front of the building, and then it goes back, trapezoid shape, these yellow lines that are on the ground, and you three who failed really just feel an urge, like, not to approach them. Like, you don't want to go near them. You want to stay away from them the best you can. There's shelving in the middle that's up and down as you go, and then there's a desk at the end. But what's also interesting to all of you is as you enter in where the yellow lines are, it, like, rises up this kind of weird blurred, almost extra layers of the store. It looks like the store is like an octagon shape of all of these trapezoids, like, interlocking all the way around, but all the other ones are kind of just, like, shadowy, and you can see, like, silhouettes of other people who are, like, walking through the different aisles and stuff as you're going there. And yours is, like, very clear that you're trapezoid, but all the other ones look very kind of blurry and fuzzy. You can't make out details in it.
I need to go to the other places.
Really weird.
Oh, this is fascinating.
I don't like those yellow lines.
Yeah.
Oh, yes,
I
we
don't like
should
them.
not go near them. I don't know why, but I have a bad feeling about them.
Now I know why he told us not to go. It does look really bad. I don't like
I
the
think it's
lines.
just a nauseous color that's making me have a bad reaction, but
I don't like the lines. Okay.
But yeah, at the far end, there is, like, a desk that's there, and there's, like, a center octagon that you can kind of see. That's the far end of it, but there's all these shelves in between that are filled with items. There's a couple people who are perusing as well as you enter in, going through and looking at items, and then there appears to be another shopkeeper who's just kind of going around helping different people who are looking for stuff.
go straight to the wizard components and spellbooks and ink and just parchment if I can find them.
Oh yeah, there's definitely a
I would
section of that.
go straight to the man who's supposed to help me.
Okay. So yeah, this person's
Smooth.
working with somebody else, and there's the desk on the far end too that has, like, a silhouette that's shadowy there, but it does say that there's a bell there that says ring for assistance. So you can choose if you want to wait for the person who's attending with somebody, or you want to go to the desk.
No, I will not wait. I will go ring for assistance.
You're going to the desk, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're going to parchment, you're going to the desk. Other two, what are you doing?
Actually, when I see her, I think he'll stop and, like, fix himself, realizing she knows how to be a wizard in a place like this, and then just follow behind her.
Okay. You continue going with her. The other two, what are you doing?
Is there anything on, like, monsters or anything here?
You can peruse if you'd like to.
I'd like to peruse, please.
All right. And then what's Euphemia doing?
She's staring slack-jawed at everything, first of all, for a good few minutes, because this is a lot to take in. She would also try and find if there's, like, an area with a bunch of, like, other stones and things, and then potentially seek out some kind of attendant.
Okay. So would you also like to wait for the person who's walking through the aisles, or do you want to go with them to the front desk or the back desk?
Well, technically, I guess I would go to the desk, but I'm not going to ring the bell. I'll just stand there.
Okay.
And
So-
wait and see if anybody comes out.
3 of you are going to the desk, and Winnie's going to peruse. Okay. Perfect.
Peruse.
So yeah, Winnie, why don't you give me a investigation roll as you're looking through the aisles?
Okay.
Peruse
And
check.
I rolled like garbage and more garbage. Hold on.
it's okay.
I'm sorry, investigation you said?
Yes.
10 again.
Advantage.
All right.
I'm not using it for this.
Use it early, Kup. All right. So yeah, you're starting to look through the aisles, and there's a lot of unfamiliar things to you here, and not even sure some of the things you're looking at, as some of them even look like they're kids' toys. Stuff you're not really sure, but
Kind of playing with some of them, like,
Yep.
they're interesting.
But you're busy with that. The other three head up to the desk, and there's a little bell there. The sign says "Ring for assistance," and then you see on the other side of the desk, you see two figures, kind of very shadowy, just like going around to other what looks like parts of the trapezoids, the octagon, that they're just like attending to people.
I just ding.
Okay.
Well,
So you see like a head turn in your direction, this kind of silhouette, and you wait a couple seconds, and bounding over comes somebody, and then all of a sudden, as they approach, they suddenly become perfectly clear to you. As you see before you a rather young-looking girl with blonde hair. She looks to be approximately in her teens, like mid to late teens, and she just smiles really big at you. Hi, how can I help you?
I don't know why Mike is dying.
Because I've never heard Mark talk. I just want to talk to this Mark person forever.
Hello, dear. First of all, lovely establishment.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, this place is amazing. She's got this big smile on her face, real happy.
Quick question for you. Why is everything blurred until I rang this bell?
Oh, that's what Mr. Hawks does. He made this place. It's connected to a bunch of other places in the universe, I guess. So this is the shop that's here. So,
On different planes, you mean, not places within here.
yes, other planes. Yes. Correct.
Oh, very interesting. So I would assume Mr. Hawks is not here if he made this place.
She just like turns, and you can see the other kind of silhouette person. That's him back there.
Oh, well, tell him it's brilliant.
I will.
Is that what the lines are for, to prevent just like anyone that wants to leave this place just from like crowding into your store and just be like, bye?
Oh no! If you want to try to go across the yellow lines, you run into a wall. It's just a wall. It's magic.
I'm not touching it.
It won't hurt you, just a wall.
Yeah, you'll just pop right into a wall.
He just gives you Femia like the weirdest look. Like,
She's
you
like-
touch it then.
She said it's a wall.
Oh, interesting. All right. Well, did you two want to go first? We had a few questions and different things we wanted to find, and this place is a lot, so we figured we would ask first so we'd know exactly where to look.
Of course, and I would be glad to help you. If we don't have what you're looking for specifically, it could be ordered in as well. We are connected to other planes, as you have been made aware.
Oh,
Super cool.
yes. All right. Do you have a transport then to other planes as well? Like from here?
We could provide that service if needed.
Oh.
It does have its risks. It is a little expensive, and there are risks involved, of course, for your location.
What is the price range?
Depends on what you're asking us to ship.
Just a letter.
The letter? That probably wouldn't be too much. A letter we could probably transport for maybe, depending on where it's going, 5 to 10 gold.
Oh. All right. I may be back then. Anyway, but other than that, did you two want to go first of what you wanted to find? I will gladly be last.
Oh no, I mean, you are the connoisseur of spellbook materials. I was going to let you go in first. To be honest, I know the theories. I'm not good with practice, so if you have any recommendations on like good sources that you have found, I'll try them out.
All right, I can do that. I'm sure this young lady would have some very good suggestions as well.
Are you looking
I'm
for,
sure.
you said,
That's better.
like wizard magic? Is that what you were speaking of?
He just looks at her.
Go ahead.
Yes. Just different inks, parchments. I'm just kind of curious to get into the market of what it's going to be for creating spellbooks and tomes.
Oh, of course.
Do you have any
That's our
preferences
section over
already?
there for that. There's plenty of paper there and ink.
Question for you.
Of course. Yes.
Same ink for the tome. Would that be applicable as a tattoo ink as well?
Just regular tattoo?
Yes.
I believe it potentially could have an effect like that.
Awesome.
I don't know personally about tattoos that much, but if you are looking for something, I'm sure there's another store where they could offer you tattoos. A professional.
Oh no, I can write them myself, but I'm just curious if this would be dual usable.
Oh, okay.
Did you have anything else, Davro?
Just like leans in. Do you have any like books to be a wizard if you can't get into a school, like
Wizards for Dummies.
wizards for the unopportuned, maybe?
Well, why don't I get Mr. Hawks? He's more of the wizard expertise. I'm more of the clerical expertise here. But I would be certainly glad to get him if you'd like to speak to you.
That'd be absolutely wonderful if he's free. I mean, again, we're not trying to overstep our. Yeah, that'd be great.
Yes, that would be lovely.
Sure.
Yes, thank
She just
you.
kind of turns back and
Struggling.
she says, Mr. Hawks, when you have a moment, there's an individual who'd like to speak to you, but he'll be with you in a moment. Anything else I can help you with while we wait?
I just looked to Euphemia, giving
Okay.
her the chance.
She's like, oh, yeah. She was like staring around at everything going on. Just like, oh yeah.
Wow.
She like digs in her bag for a second and pulls out that stone and says, I'm wondering if you buy things like this, and like puts it on the counter.
And she'll begin to look at it. Potentially, yes. You'd have to speak with the attendant there, because I'm not actually physically here with you. But, we potentially could buy it. Is there magical properties to it?
We don't think so, right? Sorry, I forgot.
Not that you're aware of, no.
Yeah, okay. I'll just be like, not that we know of.
Okay. Potentially, yes. The attendant could look at that. From the looks of it, could maybe take that off your hands for, I don't know, maybe 35 gold? That'd be my guess,
Okay.
my estimate.
Okay, thanks for your help. And she'll like put it back in her bag for now.
Okay. Anything else I could do to help?
Yes, I was wondering, is there... I'm not aware of more higher levels of magic, but I do know there are ways to cast higher levels of magic with the aid of scrolls, correct?
Of course.
Right. So my question for you is, if I was looking for various ways of higher levels of magic to contact other people, what would those be, and how much would they cost? If you can
Would
think
you
of
prefer a
anything.
scroll or would you prefer an item?
Oh. I would assume a scroll would be more manageable price-wise, but I would love to hear about both, just in case.
Plus, once you get the scroll, you just write it over to your book, and then you'll be able to do it whenever you want, right?
If it's higher levels of magic that I cannot do, then I would...
Start studying, right?
It would... Yes, I just don't know. Anyway,
Sorry,
Sorry,
Dad's
what?
doing like the get good. Like,
Oh my gosh. She just turns back to the lady, like, has her attention back to her.
So there are stones that can be used for sending these back and forth. Typically, an item like that might go for 400 gold. And depending on situation, a scroll will oftentimes be similar in price. But that one could be used to communicate with an individual who doesn't have another one of these stones, because the stones come as a pair. So both people have to have the stones. The scroll could be used for anybody.
Yes. All right. Is there any other ways? Aside from that, just so I can keep my eye out, know all my options, you know.
To communicate?
Yes.
Most others that would be way more complex than that and more expensive.
What would they be?
Well, you could always go into someone's dream, potentially, and speak to them there. But that's definitely more expensive.
How much is that?
That would be probably getting close to up to 5,000. Depends on the situation. Gold. For a scroll.
Depends on the situation.
Mm-hmm. Availability.
I see.
It is a rather high-level spell.
All right.
Dav leans over to Euphemia and just goes, "How rich is she?"
Oh my gosh. All right, those are some wonderful options. Did you say the only item is a stone where you need the other recipient, or are there other items that you wouldn't need to get it to the person?
The scroll would
The scroll
be
would do it.
just for anybody. It's a one-time use. The
Yes,
stone is forever, as long as both items exist, but both individuals have to have each stone.
I see. All right. That is very helpful, my dear. Thank you very much.
Oh, yeah, sorry to intervene again. Just after I look at the parchment and stuff, you were talking about scrolls. Do you have like, and he like gets in closer, like whispers again, like training scrolls, like starter sets, you know, like teach yourself how to use them, sort of thing.
It's a kid
Probably for like kids, you know, like I got a few nieces and nephews that were gonna try to be like me, you know, and I was just thinking, start them young. So if you had like that, like color in the line scrolls or something.
I see. Well, typically, the more wizard magic has to be more specific to the direction of study. But again, I'll get Mr. Hawks over here in a moment. He's with somebody right now, but he can explain a lot more of this to you.
I'm the most patient in the world. You're good. You've been fantastic. What's your name?
Oh, hi, my name's Eden.
Eden. Dav.
Stop it! I knew it! Stop
I
it!
guessed this.
Who's this? Wait, what?
Yeah, I don't know. Who is this?
She's one of my old babies I used to play.
Oh,
When he said blonde and little and clericy, I was like, it's her.
oh, is that the kid that was with everyone?
Yes!
Oh my god, that's amazing. I like how you've been talking to her for 5-10 minutes straight and had no idea.
Yep.
For the full-time
Great
job.
Well, I know exactly what's going on right now.
That's amazing.
But
I'm surprised you didn't pick up on the Mr. Hawks part, Rachel.
no, I did. I was like, I did a narrow eyes thing.
Oh, okay.
But
good.
I was like, no, I don't know.
There you
And
go.
now I know. Okay.
Perfect.
Anyways, thank you. Someone else needs to talk for a second. I'm just gonna.
I was gonna like, is Eden still there, or is she like finished with us and she's leaving?
Nope, she's still there. Just talking to you
Okay.
while waiting for. But yeah.
Okay, because I just wanted to talk to Dav with her not there, so I was gonna maybe pull Dav aside a second.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if you're done,
Well,
she'll
I-
just say, "I can go to other people." You're
So, like,
okay.
what plane are you from? If you said you're not from here, sorry.
Gotta remember back. Raditesh. That's my plane.
No, that's where this is our place.
Oh, that's this one. What's the other
Yeah.
one called?
Yeah, it's
Oh, no.
Why am I forgetting it?
I don't know. I don't remember it right now.
That's
Blank.
this one.
Insert plane here.
I have it written down somewhere. Let me see if I can find it. No, it is Ratatish, isn't it? No, it's not. It's Colostrum.
No, it's
Colostrum.
Colostrum!
Colostrum, that's what
Okay.
it is. I knew I had it. There it is.
I'm so like giddy that like I'm jumping into a larger world that like you guys have all had. This is just so fun.
Mm-hmm.
Especially knowing nothing, I get to be really stupid and like just interact with it.
Yeah.
Oh yes, I'm from
So, like
Colostrum.
you really don't have like a lot of people that are like bum rushing this place to get out of this because there's like a lot of people that don't want to be here.
Well, you can't leave from here. This is all just sort of illusory right now for you to interact with me.
Oh, I thought you said you had transport. Is that just for items?
That's fine. Just
I've ever tried a person.
we have to do shipping between planes. It could be done to a person, but from what I've heard, your personal like plane there is quite dangerous to transport
Oh,
people.
yes. Yes. Did you do a lot of that a few years ago when this all started?
Oh, it was simple before. Yes, of course.
Oh, I'm saying like when everyone was clamoring to get out because of how everything was broken. Did your shop do anything then?
We still had we had a bit of difficulty transporting here during that time. It took a little bit of figuring out how to get to still function, and I think we're okay for the most part, but there are still accidents that happen.
Yes, it does seem relatively stable. Well, I hope your plane is all right and unharmed.
Oh yeah, it's great.
You don't feel the static? It's like really like staticky or something.
You'll get used to
I
it.
guess you wouldn't. It's illusionary. Yeah. Actually, that's a good question. Do you have any books on research into these mishaps, but more focused on a person rather than the plane?
Unfortunately, we don't have anything like that because we're more of a interplanar shop, and we're not specifically studying your plane. But there may be people amongst your own plane that might have something.
That's fair. And I'm guessing you wouldn't be able to point us to any of the shops since you're not from here as well.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with the
Yeah,
surrounding area,
I
unfortunately.
figured. No, it's fine. Is Mr. Hawks from here or from... Is he
Nope.
illusionary as well?
He's not from here either.
Yeah. That's all the questions I have. I'm done.
All right.
You're really nice, Eden. Thanks.
You're really nice too. Thank you.
Are you a wizard?
No, I'm of the clerical study.
Thanks for your time. Appreciate it.
She smiles. Of course.
Yes, dear. Thank you very much for your help. You've been lovely. Very, very good. I don't know if you will be here tomorrow. I may come back tomorrow to ship that letter. So I might see you.
Wonderful. Great to see you again.
Perfect. All right, thank you.
And she'll just say, well, I'm going to go help somebody else, but Mr. Hawk should be here shortly. She'll step away.
Okay. In the time between when Hawk shows up and now, I'm gonna kind of like whisper to both of them, like, I think we can. 35 seems kind of low for this rock. Do you think we should wait and take it somewhere else? Didn't Heidi tell us, like, you thought it was maybe worth more, Dav?
If I remember correctly, did you say 40 last time?
50.
50 is the value, but
I mean,
those who are
you gotta
familiar
realize-
with business, resale is something, so.
yeah,
Yeah.
people are going to want profit. So, I mean, 15 gold,
Yeah.
it's a small margin. You might be able to push it to 40 at like a jeweler's, but
But do we really want to run all over town and find a jeweler?
that's
So
kind of
maybe
my,
here.
yeah. I
Am
mean,
I
5
here or
gold.
not?
I mean, Eleanor, you know 5 gold's nothing, right?
I mean, I don't think I would barter much for 5 gold. If that's what you're asking.
Testing.
What?
The testing. Stare down there.
I know.
No, Dav's actually holding back a few statements. So yeah, he's just. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
She looks like so like almost like she can't. She's really overwhelmed by all of this everything and like all this talk that people are just casually asking about planes of existence and like, oh, we can send letters to planes and stuff. Her mind is just like I don't even know how to act around these people right now.
So while you
That's
guys
what she's like. I just should have checked first. I figured.
are all waiting, Winnie, you're looking around. You're not really finding any monster books around here. Doesn't seem like there's anything needs for you.
Okay.
But your choice if you want to come meet back up or just kind of continue to walk around.
I'll meet back up, I think, once
Okay.
I kind of feel like there's something there.
Okay.
Hey Mark, really quick question.
Yep.
Would I know off the top of my head that I could not use sending as a warlock? Or would I need to go like research that first?
Give me an arcana
Like,
check.
or look at the scroll. That's actually pretty good. I got a 17.
17. Okay. So this would be a spell that you would not be really that familiar with in general for casting. You would guess that there is a potential that you will need somebody else to cast it for you.
Yeah. Okay. Which would not work. That's what I'm trying to think of. Okay. So it's almost like I know it's like not an option.
Yeah, it seems like it's beyond what you have the capability of doing, especially right now.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's all I wanted to know while we're waiting for Hawks.
Okay. Anything else while you guys wait?
Oh, hello, Winnie. Did you find anything interesting?
Not really. Did you guys find out what you're looking for?
Oh, we just talked to a lovely girl from another plane over there.
Oh.
Just clear.
She's from another plane, like she transported in here, or like she's in another plane now?
Oh, she's on another plane now. It's like a way the shop is set up.
Oh, is that why it looks so weird? Everything's kind of weird here.
Yes.
Oh.
Illusion magic.
Oh, kind of look.
It's fascinating.
Cool. That's really cool. Huh. Can I try like touch it? If I touch things, like they all seem like the wares and stuff.
On the
they
shelves?
seem like fine.
Yeah, everything on the shelf felt
Yeah.
like it's there for you.
Okay. Okay. That way the yellow lines are kind of scary. It's because they're in another plane.
Oh, they're just walls. It's okay.
Oh.
Still give me the ABGB.
I don't like them. Do we find anything that we wanted? Are we gonna buy anything?
We're gonna
Not just
sell
of
our
now.
rock.
Oh, we're selling the rock?
Mhm.
So as
How
you
much
guys
stuff?
wait and stand there. Yes.
How much would, like, is he able to look at the parchment and stuff and just see like prices while they're waiting?
Yeah. Let's see. What is
Like ink and parchment and stuff.
trying to look up what
So I know where all my money's going to.
the book stuff is for that. Where is that?
Also, mechanically, if Dav ever goes wizard, is he gonna have to pay for the entirety of his first level spellbook, or does that just part of what he already has, sort of thing?
I'll figure that out for you.
Okay,
When we
alright.
get
Yeah,
there.
we can talk about that. Wasn't sure if you had to drag around like crates of
Yeah. So
material. For
the
a while.
spellbook base is 50 gold. Like that's the starting block. It looks like for a spell scroll paper. On top of that is 2 silver per page. And then it says ink is for 1 ounce bottle. It's 10 gold. And then the pen is 2 copper. Pretty cheap.
Interesting. Would he think that he would be able to take maybe a few pens and artificer up into like a tattoo sort of injection device?
You can do that with a regular old pen.
put together. I mean, it's true.
Yeah.
It's like something a little more
Potential.
lasting than a normal pen. Yeah.
Like a prison tattoo.
Or a sewing needle.
I mean,
Uh-huh.
Any of it.
Ashley knows.
I mean, it's got potential to
Cool.
be done up. Might require some other investment into it, but yeah.
I figured in his backstory too, he's been slowly, crudely tattooing certain like theoretical formulas on his arms and like the inside of his wrist from like the different studies he used to make. But he's probably lost a book or two in the past. So.
Yeah, you just would have to have the ink and probably the pen or something like that to
Okay.
apply it.
He is going to grab 4 pens.
4 pens, okay. So yeah, while you guys are all waiting there, you're getting your pens. The silhouette of the other person approaches and comes up into vision for all of you as you see. It's a rather short individual with a big beard, white, very white hair, even with like a hint of like a greenish tone to the white. Like it's that kind of strange color.
Santa.
But
Santa.
very, very light tones to him as he approaches, and he just comes up. Hello, how can I help you?
Did anybody else want to, or I didn't want to continue gushing?
He looks
like,
quite
fixes
old
his
too
eye up.
as you look at him.
Mr. Hawks, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Pleasure to
Mr.
meet you too. What's your name?
Yes, Mr. Davril Burza. I'm a aspiring wizard to be.
That's a great study. Great
It
study.
is. Yeah, I've unfortunately haven't quite found the right fit for me. You know, I mean, I've had a few opportunities, but you know, I'm sure you know how it is. It's gotta feel right. Anyway, long story. Do you have like, actually, do you teach anything? Like, do you have seminars or do you have like starter books or like starter sets for like aspiring friends? Like, if I have family or stuff.
Interested in teaching someone how to do magic, are we?
Yes, you know, because I know the theory, but like the actual practice, I want to be able to help them get things right. And
Yes,
I
of
really
course.
like lightning, so like evocation or something would be really cool.
I think I got what you're saying.
Thanks. Nothing like
Um,
blade singing or anything, because that's, I mean, nothing like, I mean, that dancing stuff's is weird, but like something cool and powerful.
There is definitely some beginning theory to early spellcasting. Some books over there if you're interested.
Very much.
We do offer a bundle, which includes a spellbook, a starter spellbook, and some extra pages in there, some ink, stuff like that. If you'd be interested in that,
Definitely would be. Probably slightly out of my price range at the moment. As you can see, life got hit too hard for a little bit, but I'm on the way up. Horde Hunters, by the way, in case you need any help. You know, if you know anything, you need monsters slain, you got vermin issues, we're the up and coming team. I mean, we're
Yeah, he
we're
doesn't
working
have
on it,
enough
sorry.
business.
No, but I'm just saying, like, if you ever want to trade, like, you know, like teaching wizardry stuff, or like maybe items for a discount for us helping you get rid of things. I'm just saying, in the future, just tell your friends. You know, that's it.
Can I insight dab
Wonderful.
and be like, what is happening right now?
Sure.
Yeah, he's
Sure.
not ever acted like this
Yeah,
at all
I was
this
like, what
entire
is
time we're
going
on
on? I think I'm like looking between them, like, huh?
He's acting like he's starstruck for sure.
Can I be
16?
honest? I feel like Eleanor knows exactly what's going on because she's seen people act like this to her a lot.
Oh, I've never seen this. So yeah, I got a 16, so I only know. Yeah.
She knows the look.
Yeah, you can kind of figure it out, yeah.
Yeah, it's like
He's
his celebrities
starstruck?
in front of him. He's starstruck. Yeah, he's
Okay.
he's trying to put on like a good impression without like brown nosing either. That's kind of what it seems like.
Okay. I'm just gonna kind of like keep watching the
Watching the
floundering
show.
happening right now. Yeah.
Just gives you a big smile. Well, when you have more business, I'd be love to have you come by and buy that gift for your friend.
Yeah.
Did you say how much it was, Mr. Hawks? That is something that I'm sure Davril would want to know for the future.
Oh, for the beginning bundle, we
Yes,
let that go
yes.
for 55 gold pieces.
That's a
55
good
gold
deal,
pieces.
actually.
There you go. Now you can save up your pennies, Davril.
I'm condescending. Oh my gosh.
Thank you, Ella.
Save your
Appreciate
little change. Get a nice
That
little
was about to be the
start.
first instance of Princess coming out, but he's around people.
Chump change to her.
Anything
What
else I can
about,
help you
like-
with? Yes.
Like, if I just want one book, that starter, like, theory stuff, just for now.
Well, I always
To prep
recommend that
for the
if you are looking for study, you want a specialized teacher because everyone learns differently. So typically it needs to be more fit to you. So perhaps school here would be a great fit for you. Find somebody to teach you.
That's fair. So you don't teach?
Generally no. Typically just run my shop.
Do you know anything about the schools in what am I blanking out? I think it's Lakeside and Northport.
Lakeside.
Yes, have you been here,
Northport.
Mr. Hawks?
Ah, yes, I've been there to set up my shop. Let's see, Lakeside and
yes.
Northport.
Keep on forgetting your illusionaries. This is amazing magic. This is splendid, Mr. Hawk. Splendid.
Of course, thank you. Lakeside has some great institutions there. I believe they have a variety of schools there. Heaven's Reach here has definitely the top level, though, the most variety. This would be the place for wizard studies, if you're looking for more, maybe bardic knowledge, or monastic knowledge, or things like that. That would be the location. Clerical knowledge would be here in Heaven's Reach. There's also some great wizard schools in Northport that are out there. And I've heard, though, they had some interesting events happen in the past year since the Shudder, as you call it.
Like what?
You guys can give me a history roll if you'd like. Anybody's proficient with history or...
Oh, I will.
Yeah, I rolled like 5.
Oh, finally.
Okay.
Hold on. I did actually good. Sorry.
17?
History is wisdom, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, it's
History is
intelligence.
intelligence.
A dirty 20.
Okay.
Nice.
So, Winnie and Dav, you both would be very much so aware that during the Shudder, Northport was like torn in half, and there's like that indent of water that's on the map there is just where the earth like split in two, and the whole city like used to be together and now like separated into two halves, and has to be connected by a rather large bridge. That whole inlet of water there is all because the earth just like basically just tore apart at that location.
Was that I mean, not common, but like, because I know obviously lots of things happened and the Shudder happened, but I didn't realize like land had shifted and stuff like that. Like, was that something that just happened there, or do we know about it anywhere else?
That'd be the only place you've heard of this happening.
Northport.
Yep.
You haven't heard of any increased activity of sorts of monsters or anything like that would need aid, have you, in your time?
On your plane?
Yeah, just with your contacts or anything, or people reaching out for advice to you.
I don't get consulted by many. I have spoken to the leader there in the city, Stostrom. I have spoken to him a few times, but yeah, your situation is definitely unique and strange. But I'm not there specifically. I don't study that. I'm more of a shopkeep and helper of the magical arts. I don't. My adventuring days are over. I typically keep to myself pretty much.
Do you have any other people from different planes coming in seeking your advice on any sort of creatures that may afflict them?
From your plane or from the other location?
Oh, from any plane, to be honest. I have been trying to find out different information about various monsters, and if they are here, it stands to reason they might be elsewhere.
Well, if you give me a specific monster, I might be able to help provide some detail on what can help you.
Well, it is a creature that can possess another, need a living host. I do not think a ghost, from what I've heard described as. It's something more. It seems that the host could fight back. Potentially. Not a complete takeover.
Fascinating.
Has different abilities. Telekinetic.
That does sound rather strange and unique.
It's nothing I've ever heard of.
Do these new details rock anything in Dad's mind with his studies? I guess he wouldn't have been monster related, would he?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you'd have any familiarity with
Okay.
this. Yeah, he just... Well, I know that there has been, from what I've heard, the creatures of your world have weird changes that have happened to them. So it's hard to pinpoint exactly what that might be based off of your description. It could be anything that has gained a new ability as a result of the changes in your world.
Oh. So it could have been something, and then it evolved or morphed into something different that may not be recognizable?
Perhaps. From what I've heard, the various creatures of your world have the potential to gain different corrupted abilities or changes to how they interact with the world that could result in very unlikely things or things that we'd be unaware of. I wouldn't be aware of them, not familiar with them.
All right.
But if you have specifics, you could definitely come speak to me, and I would be glad to potentially provide you with tools that you could use to fight certain specific things you are aware of.
Oh. I see. Yes, I'm not, I still have some time before I would need to face such a creature, but, perhaps tomorrow I will. I'm going to come back around tomorrow anyway. If you will be around tomorrow?
I will be here.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate your assistance.
Happy to help. Anything else I can help any of you with?
One last thing. Can I just grab your ear for a second?
Not exactly, but I can listen to you, yes.
That's a illusion joke. You got me on that one, sorry. He's gonna like shoo the friends away just a little bit, like try like move away. And then, okay, right.
If he's shooing them, she looks a little offended, but then she like corrects, and then we'll go to look at the squirrels herself.
There you go.
Go poke around a little bit.
Okay.
Poke around again. See if we can find anything this time.
Okay.
I know you said you don't teach yourself. Unfortunately, I don't know how much you're aware of my organization with the eye thing, but unfortunately, I've had a harder time gaining entry to different schools. Is there maybe a favor I could do for you, or work, possibly in the short term, that maybe I could procure a letter of recommendation of chance in the meanwhile?
I am not familiar with what you're speaking of with your eye thing, but Letters of recommendation.
I know it's asking a lot.
I would only want to do that with someone who I am familiar with. So, I do appreciate you considering it.
Yeah, I get it. I was just basically trying to say, if there's any way in the future that you do need help, that we could become more acquainted or familiar,
yes,
more than happy to help.
The Horde Hunters of Heaven's Reach.
Yes.
I will definitely keep that in mind.
At the guild. That's the place.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Hawks. He looks a little dejected, but goes to shake his hand and then stops, realizing.
Happy to help.
Yeah, thank you. You have a great place here. I'm sure we'll be back. I'll buy everything from here.
Wonderful. Good luck on helping your friend learn magic. And he'll...
I was talking about me, by the way.
What? Oh, and he just walks away back and turns into the shadow.
That was rough.
No idea.
Yep, used to that. All right, and then he just shakes it off because he's used to that kind of action. You guys find anything?
I'm ready to leave whenever you are. Unless we needed to ask about potion shops or the like, and also where the watchlight is.
I was still waiting for the attendant so I can sell this rock.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So,
And also, sorry. Does this place have non-magical items too, or is it just mostly magic stuff?
Majority would be magic. Depends on what you're looking for that's not magical, but this would be mostly magic items.
That's fine. I wouldn't start looking here then. I think I would just wait for the attendant.
Okay.
If you're looking for an apothecary or potions, we can hold on to it and just come back later if you want. It's just an option.
What do you mean? I mean, well, we need money to buy things.
Right, to see if we can get a better deal, that's what I'm saying.
Oh. I'm okay with just doing it here, and then we have the money.
That's fair.
Yeah, the attendant would see that you're kind of waiting around for him, and he'll approach you. He's got his bow tie on. Hi, can I help you?
Hi. Digs in the bag again and pulls it out. Wondering if you'd be interested in buying this, and hands it to him.
He'll look it over.
Eleanor literally will go walk away to go look at something.
Hi. Rose quartz stone.
It's got the star in it too. Did you see that?
It's very nice, yes. I think if you're interested in selling this looks approximately 35 gold.
Okay.
All right, we have a deal. And he'll pocket it and give you 35 gold.
Cool. I'm gonna write it down.
They sell wands here as well?
There would be wands here, yeah.
How much would a wand go for?
Depends on the spell. But...
No, like a arcane focus, not even a spell. Just a simple one.
Let me look that up.
Something to be enhanced or infused later. So like an inert wand, essentially.
Let me look for that.
While he's looking it up, can I just say Dav being a dork made my entire day today?
A little fanboy.
Yeah, it's great.
I'm waiting to get around some wizarding schools to show you guys that side.
Yeah.
A wand would go for 10 gold.
So a non-magical one is 10 gold?
Yep. It's an arcane focus of a wand, 10 gold.
Yeah, he'll pick that up as well.
All right. The attendant will take your 10 gold and give you a wand.
Give her the 8 copper as well while I'm doing it.
You're giving what? Oh, for
the 8 copper for the pens.
The pens, yeah. Okay. So 4 pens and a wand. Perfect.
Oh, one last thing. Can I look for, do they have, lanterns and stuff? Like that? Little, light sources?
Let Let me see.
Just like sifting through all of her like to-do list in her head, like, oh yeah, that's right.
They don't look like they have any non-magical lanterns
Okay.
here.
Okay, cool. All right, then
Once I notice they're done, I'll finally walk back over and be like, "Did we find out where the watchlight is or anything?"
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't ask. Sorry.
Sir, another question for you, if you don't mind
Yes.
us taking a moment of your time. We were wondering if you know of any places around here that sell potions or like an apothecary.
We have potions.
Oh yes,
Okay.
all right. Good to know. Yes, how much are they?
Healing potion or something else?
Healing, please.
Healing would be 50 gold.
Right, 50 gold. That's good to know. Do you know of any apothecaries around here that's more the nature side of things?
Not quite sure, but there's potential we could help you with something if you have a specific request. Just smiles at you.
All right. Very well. One last question. Do you happen to know where the watchlight is?
The watchlight. Oh, of course. That would be in Midtown, just north.
Midtown.
Midtown.
North. All right. What about a library around here?
Yep. I believe there's also a library in Midtown.
Oh, perfect. All right. Well, did you all have anything else to do, or are we ready to head out?
We can go.
I'm ready.
So thank you very much for your time. This place is lovely.
Of course. I'm glad I could be of assistance to you. Thank you for your business, and we'd love to see you again at Magic Box. And he walks off to go help somebody else.
I wish he had like a slogan he has to say at the end of that.
I was trying to think of one really quick.
I
I'm
know.
like, I got nothing at the moment, but
Oh my gosh. So yeah, I will start headed out.
I guess I would want to know when we get back out to this like market square if we can if we're able to like look at the other shops, like what signs are and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like for an apothecary.
Yeah, or like even just like a normal goods store and stuff like that too.
Yep, give me a perception roll.
Okay.
you guys notice Dad's a little bit rejected too.
It's like,
Oh my gosh.
It's wearing it on his sleeves.
That's only an 8. I rolled so low.
Can I roll 2 just to see if I can
Sure.
find it?
what are you looking for? A perception? Is that what you want?
Yep.
Mhm.
Are you good at perception? I don't know if you're better at
You can
perception.
look. If we were just doing 2 rolls, we were doing all before, so.
Oh, good. I did well. I forgot my perception is. 19.
19. So you're looking for an apothecary?
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, you can like look around through the crowd, and there is one that looks like it has like a potion on the sign out down the road a little bit.
Okay. I'll point it out and be like, wanna go here?
Oh, sure. Yeah. Oh my gosh. There's so many people.
Yeah, it's overwhelming.
All right, so you can head over there.
Mm-hmm.
And this place is called the Green Thumb.
Cute.
That's very cute.
As you walk inside of it, it's an apothecary. It smells kind of funky in here. But
I like the smell.
yes,
Yeah, I feel like Eleanor's like
Earthy.
definitely earthy
looks a little
smells.
judgy at it, but
Smells like
keeps a
home.
straight face. Yeah.
Yeah, there's somebody there who can offer assistance if you'd like.
I would first maybe just like poke around the shelves out of professional curiosity and see what kind of plants they have labeled and potions and things like that.
Yeah, and mostly ones you're familiar with, pretty standard ones. Like good assortment. Anything you'd be looking for, you could probably find it here. That's commonly found.
Okay. Yeah. I think I would maybe pick up like a handful of herbs that I use all the time.
Okay.
I don't have any specifics off the top of my head, but it would just be like, like a few vials of things. Whatever you want to. price that at or something.
And I'll also ask if they have any potions, just to see if it's any different pricing or if they have anything else.
Okay. So, there's like a set of alchemist supplies that are 50 gold for like a whole thing of that. It's got like everything you need included.
That's gonna be
I like
too
to
much
make
of
it
what I
yourself.
have. Yeah. Oh, you're saying for the health potion, or just for a couple little random
Alchemist
bits?
supplies is 50 gold. A potion is also 50 gold.
Wait, do you really I mean, I guess I'll ask in character. To you, Fema, do you know how to make potions yourself? Or no?
I feel like I would have made potions before.
Are you proficient with an alchemist supplies on your character sheet?
Let me double check. Herbalism kit.
Okay. So, potentially, you could have some experience with making different mixes.
I would say that I probably don't dabble in the same like level of potency usually of like major health potions at the moment, but I have some working knowledge.
Cool. Okay, good to know.
But yeah, you could make potions of healings with the herbalism kit.
Okay. I would go. So even are you saying like if I wanted to get little vials of something, it would still be 50?
Well, if you want to get like more herbalism stuff, that'd be 5 gold for just like
Okay,
basic supplies.
that's what I want.
Okay.
That's what I want. Just more like that kind of stuff.
All right, so go ahead and buy an herbalism kit for 5 gold.
Yes.
So they'll slide it over to you.
Okay. And I'll thank them and also, kind of just ask, have you? So we're looking to like travel outside of the city soon, and I've been researching a lot of the plants that are like familiar to me in my area, but we're going to some new areas. I didn't know if you had heard of anything lately where people are looking at specific areas outside the city for medicinal herbs, or have you heard any rumors of any new strains of anything I should be looking for?
Oh, yes, I mean, this is the most safe place, obviously. Heaven's Reach is the most secure city. I've heard of horrific undead in the west, if you are worried about that. So there's potential for encountering some strains of something there. There's some sickness I've heard in the east as well. But not anything too strange from what I've heard.
Okay. No, that's good to know. Obviously, ever since everything happened, there's just been so many different types of new illnesses and things coming up, so
There's always more.
Good to at
Yes,
least-
yes, definitely.
it's good to at least have an idea of what we might expect.
Always good to be prepared.
I agree. Thank you very much. And then she'll just, kind of go off of the counter.
All right. So are you looking
done?
for supplies to make health potions or just like the tools? I guess is what I'm asking too. Do you need?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I was just looking for like random herbs to have on hand, like the little kit. That's it.
Okay. Because yeah, the herbalism kit has like the tools, like clippers, mortar and pestle, pouches, vials, like those types of things that are used. You'd still need the actual herbs to do that. Do you want to get some of those
Sure.
too?
And those are what, 50?
The completed potion's 50. If you would like
Right.
the like supplies, it depends on how many potions you want to try to make with it, I guess.
Well, for our budget, how much would one be?
What's your budget?
Not a lot right now.
Okay. You could probably get like base supplies to actually make health potion for 25 gold.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna make a note of that because then we might come back.
We are gonna leave. Are we gonna? I guess, Mark, can we come back? Because then we're gonna find a location that's different than this. Are we gonna?
I mean, you're
Get
not
to
leaving
come
the
back
city
here?
today, so you can come back
Okay.
Yeah.
at a different point.
Mhm. Okay, good to
Circle
know.
back.
Okay, didn't know if we had to decide now.
Okay.
Hey,
No, I'll make a note of that, and then we can discuss it later, like as a group, and decide.
Mia, Yuffie, Mia, EE. Still working on it. How long does it take you to make one of these?
What do you think? Like a couple hours, Mark?
Yeah, you could probably
Been
do it
crafting like this
over either a day of not doing much else, or yeah, I probably could say 6 to 8 hours depending on how well you roll.
before. I would say it's usually about a good day's work.
Well, then if you do want to get it, we should probably get it today instead of tomorrow. That way you can have it prepped. Sure.
Well, it would cost us most of what that stone was. So if we
I'm
were
just saying, if the
splitting
group
that,
decides, yeah,
then
I'd be willing.
we all
to
need
do
to be
my
okay with it. That's why I was.
You
gonna
do still have
ask
to
you.
get paid for your job too, so.
Mhm. But I'm saying what I have on me right now.
I'm just saying, you guys saw how quick I went down. I'm very appreciative of the healing you guys could do. So, like, I would be more than happy to put in my side to ensure other people have healing as well. So that's just something we can talk about it later. I'm just saying, instead of buying it later tomorrow, if we make a decision today, would be probably most ideal.
I mean, how much do we need to pitch in right now?
I can pitch in some too.
I can use some of that 35 from the rose quartz. I just didn't know if we were all going to split that.
I feel like
It's up to you.
You can take
I
my
feel-
share. I don't want it.
Yeah, I thought a healing potion might be nice to have on hand just in case anyone, even if you go down Yuffie, then we could like at least have something to help. I don't like yeah. But that was just me. But yeah, if we do it tomorrow, that's fine too.
Well, I mean, let's call it an investment in our business then. And we'll buy it
agree.
right now.
Yeah.
Oh, by
I'll
the
buy
way, guys,
yeah.
I can
I'll
at
buy
least
that
like stabilize people, just to let you know. I can't bring it back up, but I can at least help to make sure someone else doesn't die.
I should also be able to assist as well.
Good.
Look at that.
No.
Horde hunters already ready to go. Make sure we don't die.
Yes.
All right.
Cool.
So you're gonna
Let's
buy
call
Yeah.
it.
the herbs needed for a health potion.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's 25 more gold,
Yep.
and you have enough for one health potion, provided you make the roll successfully to make the potion. But yes,
Okay.
Cool.
What is that called again? Sorry. It's a alchemist kit or
no, just
just like
type in herbs,
Like herbs for health potion or
like
something?
health potion herbs. You can make a custom item if you need to. And
That's
What
usually
else
what we'll
do-
have to do for a lot of stuff is just put in
Okay.
custom item.
What I was
Yeah,
doing
makes
for
sense.
Avon was getting a healing potion, and then in notes, I would just say not made yet. And so it's two different categories.
Mm,
So one's made potions, one's not made potions.
sure. That makes sense.
you could do that too. Whatever helps you keep track of it, just put the worth as 25 gold pieces, because that's going to be a factor in how many you can make is the GP you have of it.
Ah. Mm-hmm.
Makes
Okay.
sense.
Got it.
Yeah. Go ahead and, or at least my vote, at least we can vote on it again. Why don't you just hold on to the other 10 gold, put it towards maybe future potions.
Okay.
Unless anyone else disagrees.
We can use it for supplies we need for something before we leave town.
Cool.
Okay. Anything else you guys want to do in the market, or are you going to head out?
I don't think I have anything.
Good.
I still wanted to see if there was a normal like goods store, but if you really sell perception, I'm overwhelmed.
Yeah, there's definitely a store though that y'all could spot pretty easily. That
Okay.
looks like a general adventuring store, general goods.
Okay. Yeah.
Question.
Sorry, go ahead.
For the adventuring goods, can I ask them, can I get my second tinderbox out and see how much it's worth?
A
Yes.
tinderbox?
Yeah, my second tinderbox.
Okay. So they look at you and they're just like, I mean, it's used partially. I mean, I can sell it to you for a silver piece. I'll buy it for a silver piece.
I think I'll just keep it. Thank you, though. I'll keep it.
All right.
I just wanted to see. If like a gold, I might do it. Silver? I'll keep my extra.
Okay.
I got a grift going on. I can make extra things and then sell them. I'm just kidding.
You have a tinderbox empire.
I'm already building a business
I
out
have
of it.
100 tinderboxes. I'll sell them.
But Dad, you're definitely getting
Probably.
weird looks, especially because of your pink glow as you walk around. Everyone's still looking
Yeah.
at you.
You got anything for this? It's really starting to itch, man.
And everyone just shakes their head like, nope,
No.
that's weird.
I mean, I just left the city. It's just, I don't know, I was just rubbing up against some weird plants and anything. All right, I'll be outside. I don't want to get anyone sick.
Ash, what do you want still at this general goods store?
A lantern.
All right. So you wanted like a bullseye lantern? Is that you wanted?
Preferably something that's like a hands-free that I can like clip on the front of my jacket or something.
Okay. So I feel like this would be more of a
lamp.
bullseye lantern from what you were describing. So you can clip it on. So that'd be 10 gold for a lantern like that.
Okie dokie. Let's see. Oh, I only have 9 gold now. Hold on.
I'll give you some of mine.
I'll just pay you
So
back after we
nice.
get paid.
I want to have a lamp. I'll just give her some of my gold.
Okay.
All right.
I'll pay you back. I'll buy you a drink tonight or something.
You don't have to. It's okay. You should be able to see.
I mean, if you want to save your money, oh, I'm outside. Never mind.
Yeah. I feel like in all these like kind of like normal shops, Eleonora like is just kind of looking around like very interested, but very much like, Do you know what I mean?
These are
First,
cute
we're like,
kids.
oh,
A
there's
bit
so
of
many
disdain
things.
or something.
What
This
is
is-
it?
Like a hint of disdain. Like kind of like.
Yeah.
I don't know about
Kinda-
disdain, more like, oh, how quaint. Like, look at this cute little shop, you know?
The cute little people and their cute little lives.
It's like going from Tiffany's to the general store out on a hiking trip. Like it's
Yeah.
wow, a postcard. That's stuff. That's
Yeah.
There's like those
Yeah.
videos, like those YouTube videos that were popular a while ago, like like millionaire shops at Walmart, and they're like, oh, how funny, like
It's sort of
people
like,
are normal.
look at them trying their best. This is very,
Like, really patronizing and like.
but she thinks she's being very like nice about it, you know? Like,
I am so compassionate while also being like really condescending at it.
So did you buy the hood or the bullseye lantern?
Yes.
All right.
Thanks to Winnie's 1 gold. So now she's making a note because she's like, I owe her now.
All right. Perfect. Well, thank you, and they'll take your gold and anything else anybody else wants to buy at the market while you're here.
nope.
All
I'm ready
right.
to go to Midtown whenever.
So you want to start
Maybe-
heading to Midtown next?
Could it be canonical that we had like a montage, a shopping montage, that we're all like music and we're having
Sure.
we're having changing, we're all trying on funky outfits. My new look.
No. And then the next one, yes.
Yeah, this is so you.
This is it.
Dad changes into all white, so he looks like a candy cane right now.
Oh my goodness. All right. So yeah, you grab your stuff and begin your travel up to Midtown. So we're gonna take a break here, and we'll come back when our party arrives in Midtown. And stick around. We'll be back shortly. So see you all soon.
Du-du-du-du.
I
All
actually do have
right.
glasses.
We are back, everybody. We're back from our break, friends. As our party continues their sort of downtime session, getting into the city, buying some things, and now they're heading to a section of the city called Midtown, which they were looking for the Watchlight, which is sort of like a authority in the city to oversee some of the magic that's going on around the dealings, things like that. And they're also looking for a library. So you guys can get down some transport stuff there as well and begin traveling as you go. Feeling that kind of buzz on the back of your neck. It's pretty strong right now, as we are currently at critical, because everybody's been raising it and no one's been lowering it today. So
One person did.
we had one lower, but basically everybody's been raising it as we go.
Yes. They like the caution signs.
Yes, they like you all on edge.
I think Dav as well, kind of seeing them go to the library and the Watchlight. At one point, just be like, I'm getting a little tired. I'm gonna actually probably head back. You three good, or do you need you don't need.
Oh, I thought you wanted to help me in the library.
Oh, we went to the magical box. So, do you want me to help?
Well, I didn't know. You said, oh, I'm an expert at a library. I would be wonderful at helping. So then I said, of course. But if you would rather go back, then by all means.
No, it's fine. I'll go to the library. It's fine.
I can help. I don't know, I'm good at meddling, but I can help.
If I'm just saying, I'm confused. Are you all right, Davro? You're actually tired? Are you not used to much activity?
Does he look sick? Can I roll something?
No, he looks perfectly fine.
It's because you talked to that guy. I used to
Looks like he's being caught on a lie.
Mm-hmm.
You're not
You
good at
don't
lying
look
either.
sick. Do you feel? Are you sure is there something wrong?
No. If you want me at the library, I'll go to the library.
Okay. If you want.
Yep. Let's do this. Sounds great.
Are you nervous being here?
No, this place is cool. It's actually kind of nice.
All right.
Didn't go the way you wanted that.
All right. So you
You guys are like the group when you go on vacation that's like, hey, we're going to split up. And everyone's like, no, we're staying together. It's like,
we can't. Like, dang it.
Okay. All right.
If you don't want to go to the Watchlight with me, you don't have to. Perhaps we could do. You could go to the library. I could go to the Watchlight, meet you there, or we could go to the library first, and then I would go after.
I was more interested in the library personally, so that's where I would go first.
Me too.
All right. Do you want me to come first with you, or should I go? If no one else is interested in the Watchlight, and then I don't have to waste your time, and I'll meet up with you at the library.
Work.
What would you rather?
Wait,
I'll
I'm
go
sorry.
with you.
Remind me.
We shouldn't be
Remind me
alone.
what the Watchlight was again. I don't remember. I'm sorry.
Watchlight's kind of like a authority watching the potential use of
Light.
magic in ways that are not the best. Like it's kind of
Okay.
like a authority figure for that in the area.
I see, probably don't wanna
They're
bring
more
back-
religious in nature though. Like they have definitely some religious ties.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go to the library with you, Femia. That sounds fun for me.
And we'll meet you there.
Sure.
So you guys are
Yeah,
splitting.
well, you do not have to come with me if you do not wish.
Nah, it's fine. We'll see what they have to say.
So
I'll try
Eleanor,
and be on my best
Dav,
behavior.
Watchlight,
Yeah.
and Winnie and Euphemia library. Okay.
Buddy system.
Dav secretly though is continuing to look out for this wizarding school that's supposed to be in Heaven's Reach.
Okay. So you ride your transport there. It takes you along kind of the tracks that are built into the city. And as you go, you begin to pass by what looks like it's a rather large structure that seems like it's kind of like the central governmental building as you go through. It's in the middle of the city. Really fine neighborhood, lots of things going on, lots of guard presence. But you pass through there and continue to head sort of to the northwest side of that into the Midtown district. You do see a lot of buildings here that are rather large as well. The library stands out. There also does appear to be the school that is located here. It's very close to the library.
Yeah, Watchlight sounds great.
Just regretting everything.
He's not been that fun since. That's why he started yelling at the apothecary. He hasn't been fun since the magic place.
So, you do arrive though. The two of you can split off to go to the library, and then the Watchlight is located sort of in between where the government section would be, like the palace and Midtown. It's kind of like right on the border of that.
Okay.
So
sounds good.
Who wants to go first?
We'll come meet you. We're done.
Okay. Who wants
Should
to go
roll
first?
to go. Who goes first?
Sure. One representative
That'd
from
be
team
fun.
1 and one representative from team 2. Go ahead and roll.
You want me to roll?
I'll roll.
Okay, team
Go ahead.
run.
Do it. Sister against
Roll.
sister.
Oh, I got an at 20.
Ooh.
All right.
I thought I did good.
That's okay.
All right.
Good game, Kelly. Good game.
Try my best.
So, you guys begin to head over towards the direction of the Watchlight. And start heading that way while the others leave to go to the library. We'll start with Eleanor and Dav as you start heading. It is another kind of large structure that you go towards. Does have a presence of a lot of individuals who are dressed in reds and golds, colors like that, and there are different flags adorning the area that have the symbol. Let me double check, make sure I get the right information for you. Have the symbol of a golden lantern with a red flame inside of it.
Would we know what this is?
That's the Watchlight symbol. It's like their
Oh, I
Logo.
see what you're saying. Okay, cool.
But they there's some people who meet you at the front door. They just kind of look at you and kind of give you a up and down look. One of them, yes.
Really fast before we approach anybody, I think I would just say to Davril, Davril, I do appreciate you coming with me as a bodyguard of sorts.
Yeah,
That is very,
talking.
very kind. Oh, I was about to say,
Yeah.
I know your disdain, so
Yeah, it's not gonna go well for if I start talking.
Yes. If you have any questions, though, you can maybe ask me and I can field it for you.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right. So now you can.
Okay.
go.
So you approach, and they look at you as you get close. And one of them just like, "Why are you glowing pink?"
Oh, it was an unfortunate mishap, I believe. It hasn't really gone away.
Tav kind of like knocks her shoe a little bit when she says mishap. Yeah, we were cleaning out an old house. It seemed like it was just some sort of mishap from there. Don't want to stay clear, magic.
He looks at you, and you can sense him looking right at your eye, the gem eye.
Like I said, magic. Ugh. Bad mistakes in the past, right?
He leans over, whispers something to the other guy who's with them.
Here we go.
The guy like nods.
What's happening?
What can we do for you?
Well, we were actually hoping to talk to someone that might be knowledgeable of various creatures or monsters in the area. I wanted some information. I didn't know who I could talk to for that.
Who are you two?
My name is Eleanor. This is Davril.
What specific information are you looking for?
Well, first of all, I'm afraid I don't know much about the Watchlight. Is it that you all deal with instances of when things go wrong, you are on top of it, or how do you all work exactly?
Yes, we
Perhaps
are looking into preventing any sort of strange things from happening, magic being used for purposes that could be dangerous to everybody, studies that seem potentially disastrous to people around. He kind of like looks right at Dab at this point.
Yep. Like I said,
There's, like-
magic sucks, right? Ugh.
Really
Like,
bad.
she has like this like a clear look of like, what? Like almost to show the guy too, like, what are you talking about? Like, I don't know what's going on, you know?
Don't play dumb.
Oh, she doesn't know.
To me? What? I actually do not know what you were referring to. What are you? Could you help me out here?
You know what? I'll stand outside. She just has questions. We just actually recently met. I just want to make sure she wasn't alone in the city. So, you have a great day.
And he'll just turn and walk enough away where it shows that he doesn't care, but he's at least keeping an eye on her.
Does he do anything?
He just like watches them walk off. Am I hanging out with that guy?
I actually just met him. He's a bit of a bodyguard. What's wrong with him?
The bodyguard?
Yes, I need someone in the city.
Well, I think you should find somebody else.
Yes, why?
You don't know about the eye thing?
No.
Well, there's this group up north. This weird, like, cult group or something. And they think that there's some being out there that can offer great enlightenment with magic, called Acheral.
Girl.
Acheral. And they take
heard
out
of
their eye. You would never heard of this, no?
Yeah, okay. Just making sure.
They take out
They
one of
take
their
out that-
eyes as like a initiation type thing.
Oh, how dreadful. I did wonder why he had that in his eye, but...
But yeah, they're dangerous folk, I would say.
Dangerous.
I can get into some dangerous studies.
Like as a threat to others? Or just more reckless?
Reckless.
Reckless. Which I'm sure now is a little more concerning considering the state of the world.
Yeah. Last I heard, they don't exist anymore, though. But strange.
So they're not around anymore. All right. Well, I appreciate the warning, sir. As I said, I just meet him, so I will be cautious. what my goal is here today is I have some questions and would like some insight on some creature that I've encountered that I am a little at a loss of what to do for. And so if there's a way I could talk to somebody that might know or have insight. It would be very, very appreciated.
Potentially.
It may be good for you to be aware of too, personally, that it exists.
What is this about? We can pass it along and set up an appointment.
An appointment?
Yes, you can't just walk in and talk to the higher up unannounced without any sort of appointment. People are busy.
Yes, I understand. I am only in town for a couple of days. I didn't know if perhaps you could make an exception. Can I roll persuasion?
You roll a persuasion roll.
Okay.
I'm
going to use my advantage die.
You're using your advantage die, okay.
Yeah.
That important to you.
Uh-huh. Got a 19.
We can see about getting somebody to meet with you or you have to leave, but you need to give us the overview first.
Of course. What exactly would you like to know? And I can provide it for you.
Yeah, just write out a brief description of it and we can take it to our superiors and they can contact you. So give us some contact information as well.
I see. Yeah, so she seems a little displeased. Yeah, I'll start to fill out the form.
Okay.
Or whatever. And as I'm filling out the form, I will just say, is there no one of even a lower rank that I can speak to?
You can talk to us.
Oh, okay. Do you have much knowledge of the situation, or are you mostly stationed here at the city?
Of what situation?
Of situations that happen outside of the city.
We're made aware of important details like that, yes.
I see. And as I'll still keep filling out the form, but I'll just say, I'm just trying to find information on someone that can possess a monster that can possess another. I do not think it's undead, though. I don't know if you've heard of any other instances around in different areas.
Is this something that you are specifically looking for, like a location? I can send some people to investigate if you'd like, potentially.
Oh, to investigate, I see.
If it's a credible threat, we just need to know the details of where.
I see. Well, it's quite a ways away.
Yeah, where?
It's in the Bronze Barrens area.
Okay, specific. That's a big area.
I believe Shadow Rock. As far as I know.
One other guy looks at you then.
Oh, I'm still waiting.
What would you say your name was?
My name is Eleanor. She already looks like she might be preparing for something.
He takes your paper. Yep, we'll get somebody in contact with you, folds it up, puts it in his pocket.
I don't even know if I have to roll insight if you want me to. I can't. I feel like I know patterns when I see them.
There's definitely one guy there who looks kind of like, what? What's going on? And the other guy just is like, we're done with this conversation. Thank you. Have a good day, basically.
Have rumors reached your ears
Nah, I know why you're hanging out with that guy.
This is a long way from Heaven's Reach, or from Shadow Rock, sir. I don't know if rumors have much credibility from such a long ways away. I would appreciate it if you would take my warning and my situation into consideration instead of immediately dismissing it.
Pass it along.
Does it look like you will?
You can roll insight for that.
Okay. I did get it. I got nat 20 for that.
Base.
Insight, and I have an extra one, so 22.
It seems like he will do it, but you don't know if he's gonna be like super pressed to do it or when it will happen, how he's gonna add on to the story after that.
True. Okay. I will note too, I feel like she already kind of wondered if this was coming, so she wrote in like when to contact her and just be like, please contact me before this, like gave the time frame within the note. Yeah, so she'll just say, I appreciate you passing it along. It would be a shame if I was right and this was ignored.
Absolutely.
Have a pleasant rest of your day. And I just kind of like square my shoulders and I walk out.
Yeah, the one who seemed to recognize you is just like watching you go. The other guy's like whispering over something to him and looks confused. And the guy's just like, I'll tell you later type thing.
On our way out, Dav's like starting to walk backwards. I'm guessing we're walking out of like the square where this would be. Like we're back to the road. He's just like walking backwards as she's coming up, and he just waves to the people and then gives an obscene gesture.
All right.
And then he'll turn around and start walking away with her. So how'd it go?
Did I see this, or was it before, or was it when I walked past you? I'll take your hand and I'll like put it down and I'll give like an apologetic wave, like, sorry.
Okay.
This did not help the situation, Davro.
Oh, you didn't get what you want?
No, did not get what I want.
You always get what you want. Seems like it.
That is not the case. And I just like walk very quickly out, trying to get Davro out of here too.
All right.
Okay.
You guys are heading that direction? I think
we'll talk a little bit on the way to library, but I'm guessing if you want to do that after the other.
Yeah, if you want to swap, then yeah, we can.
It's up to you.
We can wait.
Yeah, well, let's just talk, and then we'll jump over to them. So just do your talk now, and then we'll jump over to them, and then we'll have you meet up when they get there. So.
Hey, Princess, why are you walking so fast?
Trying to get you out of here.
I'm fine. I get this everywhere. You look disturbed. What's up?
I do not think I will get information from them. We'll see. I may be lucky.
Why not? They didn't have any problem with you, did they?
I have a reputation as well, Davro.
Sorry, is it the pink? I mean, I told you not to choose me.
No, I don't think it's that. Although the eye did draw some attention.
Yeah, get used to that.
Yes. He said you were from a cult or something. Is that where you work?
Everyone calls cults things they don't understand. Cults are just organization. I mean, shoot, the Watchlight's a cult. Any sort of religious organization, or organized organization is a cult, right?
Oh, I don't know about that. I've never thought about the definition of cults very often.
Yeah, you gotta look it up. Cults aren't like always just bad. It's depending on like the practices involved. Mine was we just studied. It's academic.
Well, you did say it was a ritual that failed. They said that some being could give you magic or some such.
Do I look like I have a lot of magic?
Well, you look like you're brilliant. I see your little inventions. They're very nice.
He puffs up a little bit. No one talks about his inventions that way. He looks like he blushes a little. Oh my god. He starts like taking out his coin, glows a little bit. I mean, they're alright, but no, I mean, it's not like you said, high level magic. You're trying to freaking figure out how to send stuff to other people. I don't know any of that yet. I can't even do a lightning bolt. Like, I mean, can't even do static electricity. Like, I want to learn something.
It looks like you're learning already. It's just in a different way. Why magic so much? Like, why is that so important? If you have other means to do it.
Nothing stronger than magic. Can't take down these beasts and monsters with simple steel and sword.
It does seem like magic can accomplish far more than other means. I do agree with you.
Magic is only capped with your imagination. I think it's intoxicating. Don't you agree? I mean, you're a wizard. Didn't you study just as much as I have?
I mean, I agree that magic is powerful, and I do enjoy it. It's very interesting.
Where did you study before? You never told me. What school?
Yes, I did. I had tutors like coming from Aristia. Don't you remember?
Oh. Dang. You really are rich to get people to come to you, huh?
Yes, I had a fair amount of money.
Well, anyways, my cult doesn't exist anymore. This doesn't really seem to be helping me anymore, so nothing
Plus,
to
it
talk
worked
about.
for other people that you knew.
Yes, Mark? Did it? I actually saw the actual effects from it.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody alive anymore. Didn't do enough to save them, so.
Oh. I'm sorry.
Ah,
Was that your mentor that you spoke of? You said that he was no longer around either.
I had a couple of them, yeah. What about this reputation of yours then? You a rebel? What about rebel and tight dresses or something?
No, I wish it was that. Storybook-like, no. I've not mentioned it, as I do not enjoy bringing it up. This is a new town, new start. Most people do not like me around my hometown. There have been rumors flying about. So, untrue rumors, but...
Well, you don't need to tell me then. I'm in the same boat, so I get it. I won't judge you for it.
I may need to tell everyone eventually, just because I would like to stay ahead of the rumors. I've noticed if I do not stay ahead of it, I am not believed. And it does
Don't
not...
get me wrong, I
matter.
love gossip. If you want to tell me, I'm your man, but I'm just saying, also know I get where you're coming from.
Thank you.
Surprisingly, I didn't think we'd have anything in relation.
Yes. We did sort of get the same look from people, which I found interesting.
Kind of like being wrapped up in your people.
Yes, well, perhaps I will inform the others sooner rather than later, just so that everyone knows. Like I said, I want to get ahead of the rumors. I don't think it's a secret for me to keep, but it is a long story, and I would not like to repeat myself 400 times, you know.
How about this? When you tell your story, I'll tell mine.
If you would like, I would listen.
Puts out his hand as like a very formal handshake.
So I shake it very, firmly, done this a lot of times.
Can we find a school before the library? I was trying to ditch you for the school.
You're trying to ditch me? Oh,
Yeah.
You want to look at the school first?
That actually might have helped you if I had ditched you, but I didn't want to keep you.
No, as soon as they saw my name, they would know. I have suspected it, so.
That or I guess I could wait till tomorrow. Either way.
What would you like to do?
After library. It's fine. We'll go help everyone.
Alright. That sounds lovely then. We will Go on.
Hey, Eleonora,
Yes.
can you spot me for lunch or something? I'm kind of hungry. Like on the way, you should grab a sandwich or something.
Didn't you just drop all your money on something else?
Yeah,
That's
no,
literally
I
responsible.
bought like pens for you to use for your spellbook too, and like wand.
Oh, you bought me pens.
I mean, if you need them,
Are you going to give them to me?
if you want to use them,
Well, you're saying you bought me a pen.
all
I
right,
have
I'll
not seen
pay
it in
for
my
my
hand.
lunch. Whatever. I'm just saying, you look loaded. That's all.
Do not let appearances fool you, Davril.
We're good. We're good.
All right.
You're such a freeloader.
So you continue
Try
your
to see what he
journey.
can get from her.
Continue your journey towards the library. We'll jump over to the other two. Well, they are at the library. So Winnie and Euphemia, what are you guys doing at the library? Anything specific? As you walk in, there's, a bunch of different wings of the library, multiple stories. There's a librarian who's at the front, but they're just kind of going through books, kind of with their own business, mostly there if you just need something. But
I'm gonna try and find some monster books.
all right,
See if I can find any of them.
sure. You can give me an investigation roll.
I keep doing real bad on this roll, so let's see if I do any better. Quite a bit better. I don't know how many modifiers. 15.
Okay. You're just gonna go off and find it yourself?
I may ask, like, if I find a librarian or something around, I'll be like, excuse me, and like just kind of ask.
Okay. Yeah, they'll point you in a direction where there's different books that you can head into and head over there.
Mhm. Cool.
I would like to go up to the librarian.
Mhm.
Is there anyone else around, or is it like pretty quiet?
It's pretty quiet. Yeah.
Okay.
There's a few other people who are like reading or doing something, taking notes, but she's by herself.
She would just go up quietly and be like, "Hi,
Hello?
I'm looking for any information you might have, on the mental health facility here in town. I heard there was one."
Are you speaking of... What's my name? I have a name. The Silent Lake Asylum?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. That is located northwest of here, in the West Circle.
The west of here?
Northwest, yep.
Do you have any, like, historical records of it available here? Like, when it was open, or like some of what they study and what they focus on? She's like saying this like really quietly.
I believe we do have some historical records. Second story, the eastmost corner.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. And she like scurries up there as fast as she can.
All right. So, when you find your books, there's a whole section that talks about different, like, creatures, and a bunch of different types. I don't know what would be most interesting to you.
Also,
Yes.
I think I would be looking specific because obviously Heidi asked us to like do our homework and find a city to like whatever. Are there anything in these books that talk about like specific monsters in specific locations, or like maybe like where there's like more monsters maybe in one location that would seem like kind of in our wheelhouse?
Well, there's a lot of books here, so there probably be something here. It's just kind of like, what do you want to dig for? Like, are you looking for a specific type or a word to stand out?
I'm from Lakeside, right? That's where I'm from.
Yep.
That you said. Okay, so I don't want to go there, so I'm gonna actively try to not go there.
Okay.
So I would probably be looking for something, maybe specifically like, I don't know, I guess like the north, kind of like Angelite or Everborn or like Midrock. Those places kind of like interested me. So I
Okay.
don't know if that would be something that, I could find anything there.
Okay. So if you're specifically looking for that region, give me another investigation roll.
Oh, I do good. Not bad. 17.
17. There's not much you find about Angel Light as you look through.
Okay.
There's not much information. Everborn, though, you start to kind of peruse through those books and that region. It doesn't sound like it's that threatened. A lot of the writings that you're reading look like the Residol region, which is in the center there, is fairly well protected. I mean, because its proximity to Heaven's Reach and the hunter or the monster hunting groups that are in this region, it's fairly well protected.
Okay.
There are known to be some creatures that do come from the mountains, though, as there's rumors to be giants in the region of different sorts. There's rumored to be other types of creatures that live in the mountains, and even some creatures that dwell like in the earth that would potentially come from within the mountains or like beneath the mountains as well, that have afflicted Everborn.
But you said that Everborn is like fairly well protected, but there already are monster hunting groups there, or there's like less so than like here.
It's further away, so that's not quite what Heaven's Reach would have. But it's in the region that is somewhat protected.
Okay. All right. And then what about? I'm sorry, really fast. What about Pure? I'm not sure what it's called. I'm sorry, I can't get to my
Pure View?
Pure View.
Pure View, yep.
Pure View. What about that? I'm sorry. I just want to ask this.
Yeah, there's not a lot there either. Both of those cities are considered to be like heavily monitored by the Watchlight, and kind of like their central location is the Crystal Summit at the top of those mountains there.
Okay.
And that's kind of just like a group of cities nearby that heavily focus on the Watchlight, so there's not a lot listed there.
Okay. Sorry, I don't know if this is really annoying. Can I anything in the south, like the Swamps Rest, or like basically now that I'm here with all these books, I want to see if I can find any information that would be like pertinent to our missions.
So you can give me another investigation roll. As this does take some time to go through the books and read them and find the different things.
Please do well. I got a 7 on this one.
You do have an advantage die if you want to use it. But...
yeah, why not? This could be really helpful.
Why not? All right, I'll mark it off.
Oh yeah, 19.
19, okay.
Worth it.
So you also kind of look at the swamp down to the south, and there are definitely creatures that are known to come out of there. Lots of like blighted plant life that sounds like it's coming from there.
Ooh, that sounds like Yuffie's wheelhouse.
Seems like it's definitely more wetlands, so creatures that can survive in water are in that region. But the swamp is pretty dangerous sounding from what you've heard.
Pretty dangerous sounding.
I do think I mentioned that I was living in Swamps Rest before I came here. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, you did. I'm sorry. Yes, you did.
Just so you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's right. You did. I remember you said something about a swamp, but I forgot it was this exact location. Okay. Good to know. All right. I guess, I'll just keep looking for books and see if I find anything on any of the regions, but I don't want to do the whole.
Yeah. For now, that's a good starting block with the time that you have before people would get there. So we'll head over to Euphemia as you head upstairs to your location in the second floor.
Yeah.
You can give me an investigation roll if you'd like to look at the books, or if there's anything else you want to do before that, you can. Just let me know.
I think I would just be looking for books on this place and like if there's any history of or like culture of or like
specifically the mental hospital. Okay.
I'm gonna use my advantage die. That was really low.
All right.
I want to find this place. 12.
12. Okay. So there's not a ton of information that you find in these books about specifically the location. It's mostly very historical, and like it's located here and it's guarded, it's protected. They don't oftentimes just let anybody walk in. You kind of need to have an appointment to enter in due to the sensitivity of the patients there. But it's meant to be a place to try to aid those who are dealing with any sort of mental illness, maybe afflicted with different types of mysterious mental illnesses that may not be natural, even. And it also is known to house those who may be mentally unstable and have committed crimes as well.
And am I seeing, like, would there be any kind of basic, I guess, information that has like a timeline? Like, did they started well, I'm assuming they started well before the shutter, but but like, do I know about when?
It's been around since the early days of the plane being here, because I mean, there's always like that need for mental health help, and it seemed like something that was needed fairly early. It just kind of has grown, especially sounds like since the shutter there's been more, but it's always been sort of a study, as there's reference to even like beings or creatures or powers out in the world that intentionally try to cause madness.
Okay. My one other thing that I would be kind of trying to, I guess, interpret from this, so however you want to, as I'm reading this, does it sound to me like they're legitimately just like looking to help people? Like that's their whole thing. There's no, like, I'm not getting any kind of like inkling that they're like for profit or anything like that, you know what I mean?
Nope, it
like,
sounds like it's very above the board, good intentions, helpful hospital type thing.
Okay, sounds good. All right. I think that's mainly what I was looking for, was a lot of that like access information, and like knowing that there's like appointments and stuff is helpful.
All right, perfect.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
But about this time, the other two would arrive from their brief conversation into the library.
Skipping hand in hand.
Yeah, we're just best friends.
Yeah.
We told each other all our backstory, secretly. Just kidding. So where is the, or how big is the library?
It's pretty big. There's a lot of books here. It's multiple stories, different wings, different sections, lots of shelves everywhere, lots of books, tables for people to study on, take notes.
So as we walk in, I just, I say, Devil, I find myself a little distracted just because of everything that happened at Washlight. Would you mind terribly helping me look for information?
Yeah, you see Dav like closes his eyes and he's like just inhaling like the smell of fresh books. Like he seems exactly at home here. In his background, he does know usually the layouts of libraries. So without even asking someone, would he be able to like start researching like guessing their category system?
Yeah, I mean, you just take a glance around and you kind of begin to understand how they have sectioned off different things. I mean, you might have to like walk into an area to know what it is, but you have a general sense of like when you walk close to something, what would be in there.
Welcome to Dav's library. What can I help you with?
Oh, how charming. Yes, let us try and find anything on that monster I was talking about.
Possessive monster abilities, takes over host. I've been listening.
Yes. Oh, very nice.
Personally,
sharp.
you just saw it in the city. Is this? Never mind. Like I said,
I saw it. Yes.
That I forget. I keep on forgetting. We don't need to talk about it. I'll look it up.
Yes.
Okay.
Telekinetic abilities as well. can get in your head.
That is an interesting one.
Yes.
Did you get any physical description on this? Like, did you see it?
No. I didn't see it enter the host.
Same time as he's starting to try and gather insight on this, he's also going to get some books on the things he saw as well. Though guessing he knows a bit about him, but he's trying to see if there's any more information or if there still exists from his own city as well.
Okay. So you would head towards the section that actually Winifred is in, as you would go there. So you'd probably spot
like
her
40
as
bucks.
she's just like sitting at a table with a bunch of books next to her.
Tav walks right by her because he can't see anything until you guys say something.
Hello, Winifred.
Oh, hi.
Ah, hey. Oh, I see you there.
How was the place you guys went?
Awful.
Moderately
Oh.
productive. We'll see if anything comes of it. But for now, we are here.
Okay.
Are you having a good time? It looks like you have many books around you.
Yeah, I'm trying to find, Heidi asked us to find a place to go or to be like, have our group based out of. And so I'm trying to find all the information on the monsters in the area.
Oh, I thought you were going to say in a library, and I would have been like, we're best friends.
Well, that would have been really good if we could have done that, but I don't know. I was just looking for, what was more dangerous or what areas we could handle ourselves in. Because ink monsters were obviously a little silly, but they were harder than I thought. So I'm a little nervous to go somewhere that the monsters are really big and scary.
Yes.
Have you been researching anything on Lakeside or Northport? That's kind of where my vote's at right now.
Lakeside is a good, I don't think that's a good place to go. I think maybe we should do something different than Lakeside, but I think maybe Northport.
Isn't that where we're going next?
I don't think we should be based out of there. I don't know if that's a good idea.
Oh, do you not like
I'm
it?
like-
Have you been there?
Well, I'm from there, but I know the monsters around there.
Well, then
I
you
know the
know
monsters
things.
around
That's
there.
perfect. You have a
Yeah.
guide already.
But the monsters in that area are really, scary and bad. I just don't think it's
Perfect. And more
But-
for us to use them, right?
Well, we couldn't really handle ourselves with ink monsters. Maybe we should start smaller than that. I don't know. That was my
Did you
thought.
find any other things you might like, dear?
Oh, yeah.
Everborn sounded
yeah.
interesting, but I don't know if that's
Everborn?
yeah. And obviously to the south, I know that Yuffie's from like the swamp area, but I know some of the monsters are kind of scary. But if I don't know, she might be a better source of information. But I just wanted to see if any of these
Yes.
places would be okay.
Everborn would not be bad.
As
I
long
thought so.
as the watch light isn't in the city, then I might be open to it.
Yeah, do they not like us? I read that they're there.
Oh, like 3/4 of our group is spellcasters. They don't like us.
Oh,
It's not that they don't like magic, Davril. It's that they don't like illegal forms of magic. Or something that might be dangerous.
We're walking mishaps at this point. I'm pink. We're going to be the illegal form of magic.
Mishaps happen to everyone, Davril.
that's true.
There's nothing to hide. There's no reason to hide it.
There's
Just
no
saying.
shame in them.
There's
I'm
no
just
shame
saying, I
in
don't
mishaps.
think we should try and get intertwined with them in the middle of us trying to make a name of ourselves. That's all.
I agree
Always
that
fine.
we probably should not talk to them all that much, but I'm just saying we don't know if we need to hide having mishaps.
I'm not saying hi, just don't go to their base of operations to make ours.
Yes. Well, good research, Winnie. We're going to go look for a couple of things as well. But if you have any other notes, please feel free. Maybe we can discuss them over dinner or something and find something that we all agree on.
Okay, I'll keep looking.
I got questions for you later, but I'm not asking about people's personal stuff right now. So, good luck.
Eleanor calls over and oh yes, we're going to do that later. Like,
Yeah, so be prepared to open up, like we're gonna crack open all the shells we got.
What?
Yeah, we're opening up to each other apparently.
We have to? I mean,
Yeah.
I listen to you guys, but I don't know if I want to participate. Oh, okay.
I mean, we're a team now. We gotta trust each other, right?
Okay, alright, we'll see. Thank you.
Oh, Nora's not here to like smooth it over. She's already left.
Just gonna like bury my face in a book and just kind of start sweating.
Do I have to tell them all my secrets if they're gonna stay my friends?
Yeah, well, they.
Oh no. Okay,
All right.
we're looking, Mark.
So, go ahead, Dav. You can give me investigation with advantage.
Yes, Dav, please be the one that does this.
With advantage, 30-20.
So you instantly kind of like peruse through and find some books related to, especially what you are looking for specifically. Like that one's easy for you to find.
I'm like covering them up with other books.
Mm-hmm. You can roll a sleight of hand if you're just trying to hide it.
And should I roll perception? Because I feel like she'd be looking at every single book he's taking out because she kind of doesn't have high intelligence like
Natural
that.
20,
Seriously.
22, as I take 2 books at a time.
Oh yeah, you definitely got it.
Okay, no idea then.
Gotta hide some of the backstory. Come on, guys.
Oh no, totally fine.
But you grab your books, you look around, and it's hard to find stuff for Eleanor though, because there's not a lot of specifics to go off of. It's a very vague idea. So I mean, you try to maybe think about the region and like how that can lock in. So you grab a few books for her that potentially could be up the right
You
alley.
say it's another plane or something? Is that where I'm looking for this?
No, I don't know where it is from, but this was in Shadowrock.
Oh, is it, the thing happened in Shadowrock?
Yes, I think the monster is still in Shadowrock right now.
It's like mountainous, deserty. Yes.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
We're kind of neighbors. All right, that changes things, and he puts a few books back. Starts looking in different sections.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you grab a few that kind of fit the region that maybe could be helpful, but yeah, you each can look at your own books if you would like to with the investigation roll.
I'm using my advantage roll.
All right.
That's a 1.
Oh boy.
All the
Up to a
advantage dice
21.
are gone. Okay. Very nice.
Well, we got like 20-30 minutes left, so yeah.
I got 7.
7? Okay. Yeah, Eleanor, you're flipping through these, and it's just like, oh my
This
goodness.
is gibberish to me.
I love this.
I'm totally overwhelmed. Yeah.
Nothing stands out to you on the pages. It's all like weird desert creatures or weird mountain creatures that have nothing to do with like possessing somebody or anything like that.
Shadow rock snakes have 2 heads. It's fascinating.
Oh. Deborah, would you give me your insight on this particular book that I'm looking at? I don't quite know what I think of it. I plop the book on top of his. I don't know if it doesn't. You don't necessarily have to do another roll. I'm just saying she definitely does this a lot, where she just pawns things off of people. So.
Meanwhile, Dav, you're looking at yours, and the creatures that you would be specifically looking for, related to your history, yes, they exist very much so.
You just try and see if there's tracks of what sort of region they would be staying at now, and how often they travel outside of that. If that's a norm or not.
They would be in the frozen mountain region, and they typically don't go too far from there.
So very odd with what he experienced.
It's somewhat odd, for sure.
In the frozen mountains, is that the one under Vetron?
Yeah, there's like that range. There's a bigger one,
Yeah.
there's a little one. They're potentially in either location.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll write that down, and then turn towards Eleanor. I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, then we can discuss it afterwards if you wish. Split notes. I mean, you obviously read a lot if you're already a wizard. impressed by that.
Yes. Yes, I would love your insight.
Okay, you can give me
I'll
another
try if you let me.
investigation roll.
Yeah.
As you're all busy reading your various books.
19.
19. You're paging through this book as well, and you're really not finding much of anything that has to do with possessing outside of like spirits, like ghosts and things like that. Like, there is a heavy undead presence that has been known in recent years to reside in the desert region. So that would be probably your biggest area of, like, maybe it is something to do with like some sort of spirit or ghost, or even stronger than just a regular ghost that maybe could possess an individual. If you're looking at the desert region, there's also the mountain region that you kind of like begin to look through, and there's great mysteries of what lies within the mountains. It's heavily mined by different groups. There's lots of mines that function through the whole mountain range, which is called the Mountain of Plenty, because there are a lot of different resources that come from that mountain, and it's kind of all sectioned off into different areas where resources could be found, and like gems and special ore to make special types of weapons and armor, and there's a whole bunch of magical resources that are mined from this mountain. But there's also known to be creatures that live within the mountains and beneath them that are quite mysterious, and they typically stay hidden, and most people avoid them.
So does it say what kind of creatures, or is it just the legends and rumors of mysterious creatures that people avoid?
It would be a lot of like cave dwelling type creatures, and yeah, it's like large bug type creatures, insectoid type creatures, spiders. It's kind of the general idea you get from there. So potentially some sort of insect if it had that ability, but
This is kind of a weird roundabout question as well, because I'm thinking about like mountains and stuff and the possession side of it. Does Dab know anything about mind flayers? Or that sort of creature? Because that seems like a third one of these three.
Yeah, if you think about that kind of idea,
He would have been in the region with his academic studies. Ish.
trying to think what you would know about that. Give me a history roll.
$14.
14. You probably have heard about those creatures at some point along the line. And it kind of lines up with some of it, I would say, like some of that thought. They're known to consume brains, and it's not really a possession, it's more of like a replacement of the mind for that type of target. There are potentially things, though, that could relate to charm and stuff like that they could be capable of, but there's no real specific knowledge about a location that they would be in that you're aware of.
Cool. Yeah, he'll kind of... You see him this entire time, and he's like going between like 3 different books. He's like reading, and he's kind of got like this like shorthand notes that he's got like diagrams, and it'll be like desert, and talks about the undead and the ghosts and spirits that he's talking about in the mountains with the bugs and the cave dwellings, and also resources. He kind of circles that, and then you see him all of a sudden stop, and that's when he starts thinking and like goes down to another line where he's like mind flayers, questioning, charming, intellect. So like that's kind of how he formulaic shows her. And I was like, I mean, basic observations from this, but what do you take on this?
To be honest, Avril, I was a little distracted. I'm still a little frustrated that the watch light did not work out. So,
I get that. You just need
hoping.
to find a good book to just lose yourself in.
Yes, I truly do. Yes. So, if you have anything, it looks like, your process is fascinating.
Do you have any guilty pleasure readings like I do? Helps me reset when I'm like, I've stuck on a subject.
Guilty pleasure readings. I don't know this out of character. I didn't think what it would be.
He like looks around. I like to read about making jewelry.
Oh. Have you tried?
Yeah, actually, reaches into his pack.
Oh, look at him go.
He pulls out the mask. Where it shows that.
Oh, how lovely. You could wear that to the ball. Like a party?
it's more sentimental, but it's rough. It's just, I'm trying to fit in. I was thinking at one point like being like a superhero, and it was like not gonna work. So.
Oh no, I love it. I think it looks very nice.
Vigilante,
Love it. Oh.
I have the voice for it, so.
You should just wear it to a party though.
Your kind of party? No.
Yes. Anyway, what did you
this?
find?
If you ever need to go to a party like that, I'll wear it to be your bodyguard. How's that?
Perfect. Yes, I agree. What did you find?
Quickly puts it away though.
Sure.
But no, he's like telling you. He's already told you about like the desert and the mountains.
Oh, he was saying it as he was talking.
Yeah, he was like pointing it out like.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought he was quietly doing it, and then he didn't. Oh, okay.
I mean, like he's like after
Yeah.
he's explaining, he's like pointing to you and then like walking through his process. 'Cause
Sure.
when you're looking at it,
Okay.
it's like rough hand
What?
notes and
Yeah.
like diagrams, and it's like, how did he think this out? Until like I kind of point through his thought process. It's like my
Sure.
shorthand if you're trying to read it, sort of thing.
So my question for you, Mark, is would I know about the stuff in the mines and like creatures? Would that be like a common problem?
You definitely would know that there are like bugs and insectoids that have been known to be in the mines. Like bat-like creatures, a lot of cave-dwelling things like that, that you'd be aware of.
But not like mind flayers or
You
anything
wouldn't-
he's talking
You
about.
wouldn't know
that
about
stuff.
anything with mind flayers, no.
Yeah.
Does this spark anything? We got any notes to add to mine?
Well, I do know that there are creatures in the mines. It's quite a normal occurrence. It could be that some creature evolved or changed from
Big mishap in the mine?
Yes. Well, there were a fair amount of mishaps, especially that day. That
Like a magical
the gods
mine
disappeared.
mishap. Wow.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, it could have evolved something or changed it somehow. I have not heard about mind flayers.
Wait, you said accident? What happened? Oh, sorry. Not supposed to ask. That's right. We'll get to that later. So I'm just really excited about this is like a clue. I don't know. Just excited.
Yes.
What kind
Yes,
of
I mean,
creatures?
what?
What kind of creatures do you say?
Like what you said, like bat-like creatures or insectoids. That's a hard word to say. Insectoids. things like that.
Insectoids, yes. It's a deflection of the
Yes.
northern region. Yeah.
So all those things, I have not heard of as much after the shadow. I was kind of barred from a lot of knowledge.
He
so...
gets up like mid-conversation that his mind's already gone. Is there a librarian here? Like someone that like not even a librarian. Is what he's specifically looking for is a research aid. Someone that like knows how to help find deeper knowledge in the library.
Yeah, I mean, the librarians would be trained in how to do that. They can help
Okay.
you. So if you can seek out one of them if you'd like.
Hi.
Hello.
I'm looking for some assistance. Specifically, any sort of insectoid monster or creature that perhaps has been involved with a mishap in the western or northern mountain ranges. Specifically, that has to do with any sort of possession, telekinesis, or mind control.
If you know of anything.
I'm not aware of any books that we have that specifically look at that. Ever since the
Direct you to a
Shutter,
fantasy series.
research has been far more difficult for people to venture out and learn about and study. It's unfortunately turned into much more of the monster hunting that has been a factor, and researchers have not been nearly as active as before. So it's unfortunately a very lost art, and I don't believe we have anything from that region currently that's current, I guess.
Reroute then, real quick. Thank you for your assistance. That was very helpful. Shadow Rock and the mountains area. Do you know of a library, research, or monster hunter guild there that would be of assistance for my academic, or sort of not competition?
They may have a small library in Shadow Rock. I don't recall them being heavily into the compiling of information like that, but if you're looking for more of a library in that region, Bronze Bay would be most likely the closest library in that area that you would have access to. Yeah. Two lower.
That's south, right?
One lower. Yeah, it's in the southwest corner. Go lower, I gotta do real quick.
Do you know of any wizarding schools out there in the desert as well?
Again, probably Bronze Bay would be the place to check out there. And that is kind of the capital location there. You are heading over there.
Perfect. Thank you for your assistance. That was very helpful.
No, you're very welcome.
Not much more particularly, but I think it sounds like it'll be more regional research. Bronze Bay, they said, could be a thing, or if you would know in Shadow Rock if there was anything there worth looking into.
Yeah, I would assume dead ends for me, Mark, at this point, correct?
Shadow Rock isn't known for a library. It's more of a industrial type area. Yeah, Bronze Bay would be probably the most well known. The Ember Vault also is known to have information, but that's very like lock and key. Not everyone has access to that type thing.
Yes, Shadow Rock, or not Shadow Rock, sorry. Bronze Bay, not a lot there. I've already scoured all of the bronze bands. As much as I had access to anyway. The Ember Vault might have some information, but that is, no one is able to go there unless they have special authority. But I appreciate asking around. This is already more than I have been able to come up with in a long time, so I will count that as a victory.
You're obviously a higher wizard than I am, so if you've already scoured through Bronze Bay, I doubt I'm going to help you find anything more here, to be honest.
It may be worth a look in the future. My reputation is very bad in Bronze Barrens. That is why I say I have met a few dead ends.
Trying so hard not to ask. Yep.
Yes. Well, anyway, we can meet us back with the rest. I think this was very helpful.
Yeah. All right.
So I appreciate it.
It was helpful for me too, actually.
Good.
Ooh, one last thing, Mark.
Yep.
Quick look around. Guessing not, but is there any recent mentions or usages or sightings of an Azure Stone?
Huh. Okay, that would be...
He's not expecting to find anything here, but he's figured it might just be...
Are you asking about it, or are you looking yourself?
in the process, he'd be willing to ask for sure.
While he is off, like down at a shelf, I want to just take a quick peek in a notebook. Is there anything?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. That's all.
You ask around, or you look around and ask, and give me an investigation roll for it, Dav.
Really want to know what that was about. You said investigation?
Yes.
Ooh. Math. 22? 22.
22. Okay. You look around. You're not finding much of anything. You ask, and they seem like they don't know of anything either that would help you.
Oof. That was a high DC.
It was a very high DC. It was a very difficult thing to have happen, but I was giving you a chance.
Gotcha. Okay,
I was giving you a chance. But yeah, you guys are studying, looking around. Euphemia, anything you are doing while they're all kind of working on stuff?
As soon as I'm done with that, my previous research, I would like put everything away really fast.
Mm-hmm.
And then I might like poke around some like plant books or something, but otherwise I would just be waiting for everyone else.
Okay. So as you kind of gather the books and you kind of look at what you were just reading and put it back on the shelf, you let me change the tunes here for a moment as as you slide in the book on the wrong tab to even see what song I had predicted for this. There it is.
You had my attention, but now you have my curiosity.
You slide the book back in. And you feel kind of woozy as you do.
Oh no.
And you close your eyes for a
Okay.
second, like rest your head up against the books. And you open your eyes. And this library looks very different to you.
Okay.
The books are all decayed. The leather's all broken, the binding. Pages are scattered across the floor. And you look in different directions, and it's just black hallways both ways you go.
Oh good, okay. Well, I would try and pull out the book that I was just looking at.
You start to
it's still
pull it
there.
out. The book comes out, but pages or like chunks begin to fall apart. Like it's decaying in your hand.
Okay, shoot. So I can't look at it, like look in it again.
You can attempt to. Give me a dexterity
yeah.
check.
Ooh, okay. I'd like to try. Like a dex save or just a check?
Just a dexterity check.
14.
14. You quickly try to, and just like the pages fall apart on you. You can see like a little bit of the words, but they're all such like worn down pages now that the writing's not even visible.
Sure. I would look around and just say really quietly, like, hello? And see if anybody else is there.
Your voice echoes down. And just you can hear hello, hello, hello. It's like echoing
no.
down into the distance.
Okay. Yeah.
It's silent in here.
It's like a weird, like, twilighty, right?
Yeah, it's dark in here. Like everything's kind of in gray tone even.
I would kind of like grab like the plant that I have around my neck and I would try and go downstairs, like back down to the front of the library.
All right. Start walking down one of the pathways back towards where you would think to go.
Mm-hmm.
And the row just seems to go much longer than you're used to. Books just continue to line both sides.
Okay.
As you walk closer to the down this like long, never-ending seeming row, you watch as you see a figure wearing a dress just kind of like walking around, and she has a knife in her hand. Her hair just like gnarled down. But she just is like walking past from one end to the other. It looks like you found like an end, but it's just she walks by very slowly holding this knife.
I recognize her, right?
You do not recognize her.
Oh, I don't. Okay.
You do not recognize her.
Okay. I want to follow her and see where she goes.
Okay. Are you trying to be sneaky about it, or are you trying to...
I would try to be sneaky. We'll see if I can actually be sneaky. But
Roll me a stealth roll.
I would certainly try. That is a 7. I'm too scared to be quiet.
You feel your heart just pounding in your chest as you begin to approach, and
when you try to run in a dream,
you start to even like realize like I'm breathing very heavily like right now. I'm so nervous.
Terrifying.
You approach and turn the corner, and you look out and you see a window that's like right there. There's like a wall with a window. There's no way that somebody could have walked this way.
Okay, she just disappeared.
Just disappeared.
Can I look out the window?
Yeah, you approach the window. Give me a perception roll.
Okay. Mm, 11.
11. It's faint, but you see kind of like a cliffside, which is very strange. Like you're in the middle of a city. There's no cliff here.
Right.
And you just kind of look around, and then you watch as like over the top of the edge, an individual, like a man, falls from the cliff and just disappears behind some rocks, far too far of a distance for someone to survive.
Okay. I think she would see that and obviously feel like this is definitely not somewhere that's like a good place. You know, like obviously I'm getting all these alarm bells. So I think what I would try and do is figure out where I am if I'm not in the library anymore. So what I'd be looking at is like the spines of the books, if they look different, or any kind of like if there's any kind of hallways with like little like placards, you know, like how there's like signs in the library, like are there still signs? Are they the same or different?
You begin to turn away from the window and move. As you do, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Where's my saves? There they are.
Oh, that's bad. That's a 2. No,
Okay.
I'm sorry, a 6.
So as you turn, like your feet hit something and you fall over. As you look, you're in like a small cottage kitchen now. You're not in a library.
Oh boy. Okay.
And there's a table, and like you tripped over something as you fall to the ground and just like land prone on your back.
Okay. What did I trip over?
You look, and there's a lifeless looking young girl on the ground, pool of blood. You feel like the stickiness of the blood beneath you.
I would kind of like sit up and like, you know, lean over and try and see like if I can like brush her hair away from her face or like identify her, see if she's alive.
You reach forward and brush the hair back, and it's just twisted looking like face of horror of a young looking girl. You do not recognize her, but she looks mid-scream.
No. Is there any like obvious wounds on her where all this blood is coming from?
kind of like examine her, lift her up a little bit, and there's just slashes all over her.
Okay. Yeah. Do I see the weapon anywhere? Or can I look for it?
Yeah, give me a perception roll.
See, I keep rolling really low, which feels fitting, honestly, in this certain scenario, because I'm terrified. That's not as bad. That's a 12.
12. You look around, and there's just like a layer of dust over this kitchen.
Okay.
You don't see much of anything besides like a simple table and the window before you. There's a door off to the side and like another doorway that leads into the house further behind you, but you don't see any sort of weapon.
I'd call out again and say, is anybody there? My voice is shaking a little bit.
You call out and you hear your voice kind of echo off the walls. And you hear in the distance a shrill scream.
Oh no.
Just blood-curdling scream echoes out through the whole house. You can feel it like in your bones.
I think I have to go see what's in the other room. I'm not happy about it, but I'm gonna go.
Mike's reaction to this is perfect. It's like watching my own mini show off of this scene.
You slowly get to your feet
Yeah.
and begin to turn to walk into this darkened room before you. And as you like look, it leads to what looks like a dense forest in front of you. It's not the house.
Well, at least it's not in a building.
Yeah.
Thank goodness. Okay. Little relieved. Does there look like there's any kind of path, or is it just woods?
It does not look like there's a path. It just looks like dense
Just
wilderness.
woods.
There's thorns all over. The trees look dying, like they're dying.
Do they look familiar, like, since I spent so much time outside?
As you
Or is that
examine
just
them,
like
they have a somewhat familiar sense to you, but
Okay.
you don't know like a specific spot, but like the feel of it kind of seems familiar.
Okay. If I look behind me, like, if I step outside and I look behind me, is the building still there?
You look back and there's just forest everywhere now.
Okay. If there's not, like, a specific path, I think I would just start in a direction that has maybe a little less thorns, if there's anything. Otherwise, just would pull out, like, I think I have a dagger or something. I would pull out, like, something and start cutting my way through. Just like, well, I can't stand here forever. You know.
Yep, you go down to like reach for your dagger, and the little holster you keep it in, it's gone. Like it's nothing in there.
Oh, okay. My staff is gone then too? I don't have that?
You look, and your staff is no longer there either.
Okay. Do I have my little lantern?
You look for the lantern, it's not there either.
It's all missing? Okay.
As like your heart begins to pound even more,
Yeah.
realizing all this stuff is gone.
Yeah, we can start to panic a little bit more. For sure. I would just start in a direction. This is one of those people that, like, even though I'm terrified, I can't just stand there and do nothing at this point. I'm gonna have to
Are you
try
moving
and
slow or quick?
slow.
Okay, you're cautiously moving forward.
Yeah.
And as you move through, you hear like a fast acceleration of something running your direction with snapping of twigs and the brush being moved out of the way, just running your direction.
Ooh. Don't like that. I would freeze. For sure. Like, freeze. Like, maybe if I don't move, they won't see me.
As you sit there and freeze, you kind of feel like the trees are moving in closer and closer, like the branches are moving closer and closer to you. Not in a protective way. You don't get a sense of that protecting you.
Okay. If I feel like they're kind of closing in on me, and then there's this other creature pursuing me, and I don't know where I am, and I don't have any of my stuff,
Mhm.
I think what she would be thinking is that the least I can do is maybe just try and center myself a little bit for whatever's coming, because I don't know what it is. So I think she would probably be like, clasping her hands together just to like steady them a little bit, and would close her eyes and would start to try and slow her breathing down. It's just like, you know, her heart's pounding and everything else. Like, if there's nowhere else to go, then I think she'd try and just like, you know, for a second.
As you sit there quietly, eyes closed, you suddenly hear that speeding footsteps coming closer to you, and just like crashing through, you hear the shriek of a woman. You open your eyes, or do you keep them closed?
I would open my eyes.
Your eyes go
I think
wide.
it might startle me open. Yeah.
As you see before you that same woman who walked by, hair just in her face. You can't even really see much, just besides like a crazed eye sticking through, and a knife in her hand. And she raises both hands and screams, "Not real!" And she goes in for a stab. I need
What
a
did she scream? The
Not
mic.
real. Sorry.
Not real. Okay.
Not real.
Okay.
I need a dexterity saving throw from you, please.
Okay. Let's see.
So excited to see what new character you bring next week.
In chat, I was like, if I have to draw new art, Mark's getting a talking to.
That's a 14.
14. You feel the
Yeah.
blade sink into your chest. Give me a wisdom save, please.
Alright. That's not good. That's a 6.
6. Okay. You
Honestly,
scream out in
appropriate.
pain,
Yeah, yeah.
and suddenly, like, you open your eyes and you're just lying in the library on the floor. The book's like next to you on the ground, like it just fell off.
Okay. Yeah.
Everything, all your stuff is there. It's a normal looking library. You just like let out this scream.
I grab my chest. Am I stabbed?
You are not stabbed,
Okay.
but everybody in the library hears this
Yeah.
horrified
library.
scream, and that's what we'll pick up next time.
There it is.
Librarian just
Yeah, that's just like the dirty look from the librarian.
Yeah.
No screaming in the library.
I just broke every rule. I'm so ashamed.
Like, that book was just so enthralling. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I was there.
I thought I was making us look bad.
There we go. We'll pick up next
no.
time on the continuation after whatever that was, and see where the party goes next, what their decisions they make, how they'll handle this, if they have any talks about backstory, because that sounds like it's something that may be coming. So,
Oh yeah.
we're
What
gonna,
if
All
next
saying
conversation?
the secret.
This conversation that's coming. Oh man, I'm more nervous for that than I was during
Me
this.
too.
but
Me too.
yeah, thank you for joining us. We're gonna sign off on our recording part here, but thank you for being here. Catch y'all later. Bye, everybody.